Welcome back, everyone, to Midnight Movies. I'm your co-host, Cody.
And I'm the other one, Nikki.
Are you sure about that?
Oh, man.
Because
or am I
this
the thing?
week, we are talking about The Thing in 1982, directed by John Carpenter. That's right, we're continuing on my birth month.
Yay.
Making my way up my top 5 favorite movies.
Making my way downtown.
Making my way downtown. Walking fast. Faces exploding because I'm the thing.
Because I'm the thing.
This podcast is already going off the way from rails now. But yeah, now we're going to do John Carpenter's The Thing, which, let me tell you, when we started this podcast, and we were going to do primarily horror, I was like, we're going to eventually get to The Thing, and it's going to be glorious.
And it'll just be like 6 hours of us just gushing about how amazing this movie is.
Gosh, I love this movie.
So if y'all don't like it, sorry,
how
you're
fucking
wrong.
dare you? Every critic in the 1980s that saw
Literally
this movie.
Anyone in the 1980s.
Oh my god, it was such a tragedy. I hate that.
It bombed so badly.
So bad, and everybody hated it.
Yep. And John Carpenter.
Yeah.
They were like,
they were just like, how dare you?
Yeah.
Universal, I think, like ended like a multi-picture deal with him.
Yeah, they did.
Like,
They bought him out, I think.
Yeah, he was supposed to do Firestarter, the original, and he lost out on it. Which he got to make up like decades later. He did the score for the remake of Firestarter, so
Which is nice. But
it's nice.
It just sucks because I know that him as a director looks back on this and is like, if this was received how well it is now when it first came out,
he would have had a different career.
His whole life would have been different.
We wouldn't have gotten Ghost from Mars.
I've never seen that.
I haven't either. Apparently it's terrible. Apparently. Apparently Carpenter, after They Live, kind of his filmography kind of just like
dived down.
And it's not that great.
Not good.
I mean, I've seen In the Mouth of Madness, and I think that's a pretty decent movie. It's not one of his best.
Yeah.
But it's like enjoyable for what it is.
Honestly, I feel like I only seen Halloween, obviously from John Carpenter, this, and
quickly Googling John Carpenter's filmography.
I feel like I haven't seen a lot of his
I can name
movies.
a good handful of his movies because I've seen a lot of his early work, like pre-They Live.
Oh, Christine. He did Christine?
Yeah, he did Christine. It was kind of his booby prize for losing out on a Firestarter, so he got to do another Stephen King adaptation.
Okay, yeah. I feel like mainly the Halloween movies he's done, obviously. Oh, I've seen Body Bags, yeah. There's a couple of them, but not a lot.
How was Body Bags?
I was a little disappointed just because of the fact that there's so many like big names in horror that have worked on it or were a part of it, and I felt like it fell a little flat for me.
Oh, well.
Yeah, it was fine.
I don't think he directed that. I think he was just in it.
Yeah. Well,
plays
his directors.
Oh.
He's part of them, yeah.
I mean, isn't it like an anthology kind of thing?
It is, yeah.
So
I
he
think
might have done a segment.
A couple hands.
He's the, what is it? What is it called? Not a mortician. Or is it a mortician?
It's,
the guy who works at a morgue.
Yeah, a mortician.
Okay,
yeah.
He plays a mortician in that. That's how I know him. Anyway, psych, guys. This isn't The Thing. This is our Body Bags.
Body Bags.
Yes, that's right, guys. This mid-movie Body Bags is my top 5 favorite movies of all time. Beating out A Clockwork Orange somehow.
Somehow, yeah. My sister also just messaged me and said that my mic in the Candyman sounds like when Finn tries to sing in Adventure Time. So, when we... Sorry.
Little side tangent.
Side tangent. We messed up the mic.
Mm-hmm. More specifically, I messed up the mic somehow.
Yes. And I tried to fix it. I also feel like our thing is a little laggy, but that's fine. Our video is a little laggy. Things are happening.
It's things.
It's cool.
It's things.
It is literally the thing. But yeah, we had to put auto-tune on our voice because if not, our voices were incredibly deep. So we had to put auto-tune on it.
So what happened was on my soundboard here, somehow, I don't know how, but the knob for pitch was turned all the way to the left.
Yeah.
Which made our voices sound like demonic, pretty much.
Yes, it was actually hilarious.
But
but also pissing us off.
It pissed me off. Like, at first it was funny, and then it took me like 20 minutes to try to figure out what was going on, and then I was starting to get pissed off because I thought it was a voice filter.
Mm-hmm. It seems like it was.
Because, like, before we started recording, I was pressing some of these buttons.
Yeah.
So I thought, oh, shit, I must have pressed, like, a voice filter. Mm-hmm. And, like, I was going through for 20 minutes pressing everything and, like, trying to fix everything, and, like, nothing was working.
Yeah.
So
nothing at
all. I had no idea what to do.
Mm-hmm.
Next day I figured out, it's because the pitch knob was all the way down. So fix now.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I was like, nothing's pushed now, right?
No, nothing's pushed now. Like we made sure beforehand that everything was good. Anyway, side tangent.
But yeah, that's why Candyman, that episode.
It's gonna sound weird, and we're sorry about that.
So sorry.
So
it happens.
It happens.
Enjoy our funny voices. It's either the somewhat okay voices that sound like apparently Finn from Adventure Time trying to sing, or demonic that you could barely probably even understand.
Yeah,
it was like,
no, not at all. Yeah, fun times. But anyway, so The Thing. So we obviously both love it.
Oh, yeah.
But what was your experience with this movie?
Man.
Like, when did you first watch it? How'd you discover it?
Honestly, I watched it, I think, in 2022.
Yes.
Yes.
I think we've talked about this.
Yes, I was doing overnights at Margaret, and it was during the time when... whenever I had my off days, I would still keep my overnight schedule. So I would watch movies between like 12 a.m. and 6 a.m. Just to stay awake. And this is one of them, and I'd never seen it before. 80s body horror is my jam. So I was like, I'm surprised I hadn't seen it before.
Yeah,
2022.
That honestly does surprise me.
And so I think I was mainly scared because this movie's so hyped. That I was afraid that it wasn't
just be like, this actually sucks.
Exactly. I was nervous. And I've seen, a lot of the iconic scenes from the movie. Weirdly enough, never saw the blood test scene.
Neither have I. Like, one of the most iconic images from this, and the one that I've seen everywhere, even before watching this movie, is the Norse thing. Which is like the weird spider guy up on the ceiling with like the weird elongated face.
That's the scene that you see a lot of in like the defibrillator going in, and so that's
or like the "you gotta be fucking kidding" moment.
Exactly. Those were the scenes I saw the most. So I was like, I feel like I've already seen all of the greatness that this is gonna give me.
Oh, but were you in for a surprise,
bro? When I watched this. Literally on the edge of my seat. I was watching on my iPad. It was like upright in my face, and the way that they just build suspense and it's just so beautifully done. It's awesome. I absolutely loved it, and even with having seen like the defibrillator scene. We won't get into too much right now because it's a spoiler free.
Yeah.
But during that part, I had seen that so many times and so many like top 10 craziest horror moments in history. Completely went out of my mind. And as it was happening, I said, "Oh my God, this is the scene!" And then it happened.
You were the meme. The frame.
Yeah. And I was so hyped seeing it. Like, it took nothing away. If anything, it just, like, added to it. I don't know. I was pleasantly surprised. I still love this movie. I literally follow the Thing fan page on Facebook.
Oh, you go a little bit further than I do.
I just mainly joined it because I wanted to see if maybe anyone would, like, sell, like, memorabilia or anything from that, because I love collecting memorabilia or cute little knickknacks for my home for decorations.
Speaking of which, actually, give me one moment.
One moment, everyone. While Cody goes around and goes into the bathroom. He's grabbing something.
This that you gave me
yes!
for my birthday.
I
Speaking
did.
Of pin memorabilia. Yeah, look at that thing.
Look at that thing.
Look at that thing.
I forgot I bought you that.
Yes, you did. I love it. It's like a little tiny framed poster of the thing with like John Carpenter and Kurt Russell's signature on it. And then it's like a frame from the movie. It's the one where MacReady's like firing a flamethrower. And then it's got the title card of the thing. So
man.
I forgot to bring this out. Yeah. I still have it. I love this thing.
Oh, so. I'm glad. But yeah, no, I still freaking love this movie. I think it's great. It's the best. This is my favorite horror movie. I have the Thing shirt on right now.
I have a Thing shirt on
you
too.
You do.
Outpost 31, baby. Antarctic research.
No, I was gonna say it's so hard to find like merch or like little home decor that I can put up because of the fact that the Thing doesn't have a form.
Pretty much. It has forms. It's just like they're different every single time.
Yeah.
So.
And I want something cute for my home. I'm not trying to put like a spider head up anywhere.
Well, there's dogs.
So, yeah.
So, there's huskies.
just get a figurine of a husky and just be like, yeah, that's my thing.
This is decor. My thing. Look at him.
I'll point to my dog Roscoe and be like, look,
look, my thing.
My thing memorabilia.
Oh no.
Goodness. Oh, but what about you? What was your first?
So I mentioned in our Clockwork Orange episode that there was a period of time in like 2011 to 2012 where I was going back and watching like a bunch of classic movies. The Thing was one of them. Like really diving into like more like, I don't know what you would say, like more adult horror, like moving past just slasher into like more heavier stuff.
Yeah.
The Thing was always on there. And, like, beforehand, I had only seen one other John Carpenter film, which was Halloween. So I was just like, oh, let me get to The Thing. And I watched it. I fucking loved it immediately. I don't think it jumped up to my favorite horror movie all time. I think the 78 Invasion of the Body Snatchers kind of took that place for, like, the longest time.
That's a good one, too.
But it was over years just, like, watching this movie over and over again. The theories... like the suspense, the cinematography, just everything about this movie, it instantly like shot up to being in my top 5 favorite films. So
it's so good. If y'all don't like body horror or
that's the thing, this movie is body horror. It's got a lot of body horror in it, but it's not just that.
It's not.
It's also creature feature.
It is.
And
it's
it is suspense, paranoia, thriller. And what's great is like those 3 elements on their own don't seem to be able to mix together. But John Carpenter and like screenwriter Bill Lancaster just managed to weave them all together almost seamlessly.
It's beautiful.
Like, we'll get into it, but there's moments in this movie where it's like there's quite long periods of time. And I even wrote down time codes in here of just like, we don't see the thing. But the paranoia is just like, we don't know.
It's so prominent. And they did such a great job because sometimes with movies like that where it's heavily relying on not showing the... And even some people are criticizing that they showed the creature too much.
Yeah, which is insane.
I think that's so odd because it's like, I feel like they did... Because it's like, it's called The Thing and it's a creature, like you said, like it's a mix of so many different kind of genres that it's just like, if you didn't have that, then people would be like, there's not enough of it. Like, where's it at?
Where's the Blair Witch?
Exactly.
Type of situation.
So I feel like you can't make everyone happy.
No, I feel like they got the balance in this like perfect.
It's
with like showing it and then not showing it, letting the tension build throughout the movie. Like, the absence of the thing just heightens our awareness and makes us even more terrified.
And this is one of those movies that I love when movies do this. I've said this before, where the audience has the same amount of knowledge that the characters have.
For the most part, there are things, and we'll get into it when we talk about, where it's like, just from watching the movie, I can kind of piece.
Yeah.
Where certain people become a thing, or... like when they would turn, how like evidence is planted throughout the entire movie, and even when we get to the ending, like there's a case to be made for like
Yeah,
some of the
yeah, some
arguments for
theories.
the very ambiguous ending this movie has.
I see the theories all the time on that thing Facebook group page.
Mhm.
People be going crazy, and I'm like, I don't know.
It's going to be interesting. I have my own theories and my own interpretations of the ending. I'm actually very excited to see what you think of the ending and like where your mind goes when we get there. So
Ooh, definitely. Ooh. I'm
this
excited.
is going to be exciting. I have been anticipating talking about this movie for a long time. So
I'm so glad we get to do it. And it's your birthday month time. Yay!
It's a shame because when we get to your birthday month, because I'm pretty like you've said this movie is in your top 5.
Yeah.
That we won't be able to do it there unless we just recorded an episode again.
Recorded it again.
And another thing about the thing.
We just repost this episode.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it gives me a nice excuse to go like do different movies that I feel like would be fun.
Yeah, you have a good variety, like an interesting list of just different movies on there. Some of them which I've never even heard of.
I know, I'm excited.
I know, I'm excited to see them.
I'm sure everyone will just love it.
Oh, I'm sure. We'll see.
You're like, oh, I don't know.
As an extra step for this podcast, since this is my birth month, I try to go into as much detail with some of these movies as I possibly can. So I have read the original story. I got it right here. This edition that I have is called Frozen Hell. I have read the original short story that this movie is based off of. This edition that I have right here is called Frozen Hell, but the original short story is actually called Who Goes There? It's made by John Campbell Jr., or John W. Campbell Jr. The edition that I read actually adds like an extra 45 pages.
Oh, wow.
Which is apparently like a lot of stuff at the beginning of them finding the alien spacecraft and the thing and stuff like that. And then it goes into the rest of the story. So not only that, but I watched Thing from Another World, which I haven't seen until just this week. So obviously I watched this movie.
Yeah, good.
Like twice this week.
Hell yeah.
And then, like I said, I watched the prequel thing as
Yes.
well from 2011.
See, Nikki, I did not read that, the short story. I thought about it. I was like, maybe I can find it online. But then I didn't even think about actually actively looking. I did try to watch Thing from Another World. Hard watch.
We can just talk about it briefly here. It's definitely a product of its time.
Yes.
It was made in 1951, so a lot of the movie is just a bunch of dudes standing in a room talking about the thing that's going on.
Hey, there's a thing here, see?
There's a thing.
There's a thing here.
It's made of carrots.
It's an alien, see?
It's a giant vegetable creature.
We found a UFO. Is he made from carrots?
That's what they say. He's like, in the movie they describe it as like he's more closely like related to vegetables on Earth than anything. And then one character literally says like a giant carrot. And the scientist is yes, precisely like that.
Weirdly, I thought I saw something about a vegetable in the synopsis of this movie. I don't see it. I read it somewhere, but it was very like quick. Maybe it was on Letterboxd. Weird.
But not only that, but just like how to describe this? There's too many characters in it.
Yeah.
Like in this movie, there's 12 guys, and that's all that you really have to focus on.
And they originally wanted more, right?
Yeah, I think they were thinking about like upwards to like maybe 20 or so.
Like a dozen or something.
In the book, there's literally 37 people in this base. You only follow like a handful of them. But like at one point, they're just like, we gathered all 37 people in this room to test, and I was just like,
damn,
there's fucking 32 people in this base.
Like, calm down.
What are you talking about? And then they're like, 14 of them were things. I was just like, what?
14?
What are you talking about?
No, yeah, it was a interesting watch, definitely of its time. I did also watch the prequel, the 2011.
And I guess we can briefly talk about that right here too. What
Since
do you think
it's before this.
Yeah, what do you think of the prequel?
The thing is, it's fine. It's definitely a 2011 movie.
Oh, it's the most 2011 movie to ever exist.
Actually insane.
Despite the fact that it's supposed to be set in the 80s.
It does not seem like it at all. It doesn't even seem like they really tried, honestly.
I feel like a lot of the characters in the movie do kind of feel 80s, except for one character. And that's, what is it? The main dude. I can't remember his name. But like he's the most like 2000s guy you've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm just like, wow, this really it doesn't immerse me very well. But it's just I understand why because people who love The Thing, John Carpenter's The Thing, they love it because of the suspense, the thriller, the creature feature, the amazing like body horror of it all, and like the special effects and practical effects.
Mm-hmm.
And 2011 movie, they make a prequel to it. You kind of go in, at least with me being a fan of the John Carpenter's The Thing, you want it to also have heavy practical effects because that's just what The Thing is.
Yeah.
Is amazing practical effects. And they had great people working on it.
They did.
Who did amazing.
If you guys look up some of the behind-the-scenes features, they were going practical with everything.
Please do, because the practical effects that company made were phenomenal.
They were pretty good. They were like outstanding.
Oh my god, crazy! And the fact that they put CGI, heavy CGI over the practical effects.
So it was definitely a studio decision.
For sure. Mm-hmm. For sure.
Because if you watch a lot of the pre-production stuff and like all the filming stuff, they talk about, we're using practical effects. We're going to very little rely on CGI to remove certain things or to enhance certain things, but it's all going to be practical. And then after the screening, they changed their tune.
Which is so crazy. And it's funny because I saw behind the scenes that I feel like it was probably taken from like the DVD or like Blu-ray or whatever from it. But the production, or not the production, the director and stuff was like, yeah, like, but we wanted to enhance the practical effects with CGI. Like we don't want it to be like exactly like The Thing with using practical effects. So, it's of its time and we wanted to merge them together. It's like, no, you just totally like erase the practical effects and just put CGI
Again,
over
it was a studio decision. They probably were just like, we don't like the look of this, so just put CGI over it. Which apparently wild. Added much more to its budget.
Yeah.
And like that movie also flopped at the box office, much like this movie did. So it was all for naught.
It's disappointing in that regard, but if you just watch it just as a movie, it's fine.
It's fine. The main problems that I have with it is just like, one, The Thing doesn't feel like The Thing.
It doesn't.
Like a lot of times it's just running around screaming, just stabbing people.
Because in John Carpenter's The Thing, that's the whole point, is suspense, and you don't know who the thing is, and it gets the person alone with it to take over the human. But in the 2011, it's going crazy.
It's fucking running.
It says there's 6 people in the room. I don't give a fuck. Take you. Like,
open up my torso. Just
yeah. Like it was not afraid.
No. And I get in the sense it's a prequel and like you can explain it just like, it's learning human culture and stuff like that. And so just like, there has to be some consistency. And not only that, but this thing has gone to probably various different planets and done
the same thing.
Yeah.
So even, because I was thinking that too, like maybe they can write it off as, well, it's kind of like an animal. Like once it's woken up and it's in a new environment and it's scared, it's going to lash out.
Yeah, but I don't
really
buy it.
That's like a huge stretch in me giving it more grace than I feel like I should. Just because of the fact that I think it was just them trying to, I don't know, like do up as much as they can of the thing and be like, look, like we showed you all of the crazy different like morphing that the thing can do. Wow, like isn't this movie great?
Wow, that's great. This dude's face split in half. Aren't we doing great?
It's like, all right, cool.
The second thing that I have a problem with is like Mary Elizabeth Winstead's character. I think like she does a great job with the character, but it's like throughout the entire movie she's just the one who figures everything out.
Yeah. It like no one else was like throwing stuff out there, and it like she really is the one that is like, wait.
Also, what I find funny is in The Thing 2011 they have like the evil scientist like character, which was also in Thing from Another World, the evil scientist character.
Yeah.
They brought that trope over.
So bring it on over.
And also as a prequel, since everything doesn't 100% line up between this movie and the movie that we're going to talk about, it bothers me every single time.
I feel like they kind of just threw in the dog at the end. Like, they're like, oh, yeah, we have to do that, because that's the whole beginning of John Carpenter's
I mean, that whole, like, ending scene with just, like, leading into this movie kind of just felt like an afterthought.
No, it really did.
I feel like they wanted this to be a remake, but they realized that would piss a lot of people off.
Yeah.
So they're just like, we got to do a prequel. Oh, so then we have to end it in this way.
Like, oh, wait. Yeah, like...
dogs got to escape.
It's like they thought of it last day of production.
We gotta have Norwegians get up in a helicopter.
And they're like, oh shit, can we call those 2 guys back real quick and like we'll do this scene.
Oh, we have to have a guy in a room with his wrist slit and his neck slit open. So we're just gonna have a random character from the movie be that guy. We don't see it happen or anything like that. It's just he's there now.
Yeah, it definitely just seemed, I don't know, maybe like a cash grab. They're like, oh, people are really liking the Thing now. Let's make a prequel. It fell flat.
It's fine. Like, I watch it occasionally, but like, who really cares?
No.
Who really cares?
Like we said, it's very much a 2011 movie with heavy CGI that is just disappointing, because when you do go back and see the behind the scenes, the practical effects are so amazing.
It could have been so much better.
Oh,
it could
absolutely.
have been a better movie.
But anyways,
speaking of better movies, we'll start getting into the Thing. So from here on out, spoilers.
Yes.
So we start off with a crashing alien UFO saucer.
And we also start off with the budget first.
Because
like we said, this bombed badly.
So bad.
The budget was $15 million and the box office was $20.9 million.
Not great.
No,
I mean, we
all.
have to give context as to why it probably bombed.
Yes.
So, thinking of when this movie came out, early 80s, right?
1982.
Thinking of just the time that we had lived in back then, I wouldn't know. I wasn't born yet.
I wasn't either, yeah.
You think about, like, in the 70s, we're, like, in the Vietnam War, we're in a recession, things weren't looking great for the country. And then once that all ended and the country was looking great, going into the 80s, people weren't looking for dour science fiction.
No.
And the era of Alien was over, and now we wanted something more akin to, like, a Star Wars or something like that.
Like, some fun, something a little more not so nihilistic like this one is, and also kind of like E.T.
Yes,
because,
so I was going to bring that up. So 2 weeks before this movie came out,
2 weeks,
Steven Spielberg released E.T., and everybody fucking loved E.T.
They said, bro, we love aliens.
Now, here's
E.T.,
the
my
thing.
boy.
Here's the thing. I also like E.T. In fact, like 4 years ago, my friend Joey, shout out to Joey.
Hey, Joey.
We went to go see the 40th anniversary at our local theater.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember just being like, yeah, we'll probably have fun. It'll be great or whatever and stuff like that. But like watching the movie and leaving the theater, I was like, fuck, I forget how good Spielberg is in his prime.
Yeah, I haven't seen E.T. in the longest time.
It's still pretty good. It
yeah.
holds up for the most part. There are aspects of it that don't. But, like, it's a fun, like, you can watch it and understand why it beat this and Blade Runner at the box office. Like, people weren't looking for dour science fiction. We wanted something more friendly, happy, that
for
we
the
could
whole
bring the
family.
family.
Exactly.
Yeah. For the children.
This was not that. This was the complete opposite.
This was about as far away from that as you can possibly get.
Yeah.
This and Blade Runner, which released the same weekend.
Oh, did that not do good either? Right?
No, it also bombed. And also people hated Blade Runner at the time, too.
And now they love it. Yeah. It sucks that this happened to that the Thing. But, I mean, now
it's great. Like, people
yeah.
finally realize, like, oh, this movie's actually a fucking masterpiece.
Yeah, no, it sucks because, as well, too, this came out at a great, I mean, not really a great time, but also a great time because just the fact that the practical effects, they came so far with perfecting practical effects during the 80s, like early, that, I mean, they really just pulled out all the stops.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Like, they went so hard.
What was it?
And
Budget of this is
great.
$15 million. I think 1.5 million of that went into the special effects.
Mm-hmm.
Done by Rob Bottin, who
out.
classic, love Rob Bottin. Except for one special effect that we'll get into, which was done by Stan Winston.
Ooh, I'm excited.
He's not credited in the movie, but he gets a special thank you during the credits. So.
Oh, yeah. But there anyway, we go. We'll actually start now.
We'll actually start.
UFO in the sky.
UFO crashing into Earth. Is this scene necessary is what I want to ask.
No, it's kind of silly.
I think it's to help the audience understand what we're dealing with, but I feel like you could have cut this out entirely. And it would have made the reveal of the UFO later in the movie, like, more impactful. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like they do it in Predator as well. Yeah. Like, you've seen Predator at this point. Like, the beginning of that movie is just the Predator ship coming and dropping off the Predator to Earth, and it's just like, you could have probably cut that out. It probably would have been better.
Yeah, it's like, we really didn't need that. But I felt like they said that they did, I think I read this somewhere, that they did that because they were kind of, Alien was their, what am I trying to say? Inspiration. They were inspired by Alien at the beginning to kind of do something like that with the title card and everything.
That makes sense. I mean, a lot of this movie is like, you can see some of the same story beats that it has with Alien. Mm-hmm. I think this does suspense better than Alien.
I think so too.
It's hard for me to like say that because it's like I don't want to talk shit about Alien because I love Alien. Awesome,
but this one does it just a little bit better.
Yeah.
Like with Alien, I will say there were some points when I watched that the first couple times that it can be a little slow. Lots of dialogue in places. This, though, I didn't feel like it. There is a lot of dialogue at times, but I feel like it didn't taper off at all for me.
I feel like the dialogue in this is mostly just like adding to that suspense
it's
because
necessary.
Everyone's like accusing everybody.
Yeah. Ugh, man.
For me, I think it comes down to like just the creature. Like in Alien, and even John Carpenter said this about the movie. It's just like at the end of the day, it's a dude in a suit.
Exactly.
And, like, you can build paranoia with that, but, like, in this one, it's just, like, because it has no definitive shape, and, like, it could become anything, you are instantly on guard because you have no idea if the person across the room is actually human or not.
So good.
So great.
We're glazing this shit up. Sorry, you guys.
Taken also great is... like you said, title card, The Thing, straight out of Thing from Another World. Like John Carpenter, like took that and just did it again.
Like that's mine now.
Which is funny because you rewatch Halloween and like the kids are watching Thing from Another World and they just have The Thing show up and it's just like foreshadowing.
Foreshadowing, we love it. But so yeah, and now we're where there's a helicopter chasing down the best boy.
Winter 1982 in Antarctica. We are following a helicopter chasing after a husky in the snow. Two Norwegian dudes shooting at it with a gun.
And fun fact, that husky is named Jed.
Yes.
And he is half wolf and half Malamute. I guess technically not a husky.
And also half amazing actor. Like, this is one of the best dog actors.
He really is. We'll talk about one scene that I was like, damn, get this guy an Oscar. But
him and the dog from Mask.
Yeah.
The Mask with Jim Carrey. Just like, damn, they got some great ass like dog actors.
Hell yeah!
I want to see that movie Good Boy and see how that.
I do too.
I want to see how that stacks up.
I'm excited
with,
to see that.
Good dog actors.
But Jed has 4 movie credits.
Oh, so
yes.
He wasn't just in this one.
No, he was in this.
He was in the prequel.
No, he was in this. He was in White Fang and White Fang 2, and then there's another movie he was in. I couldn't remember that.
He booked the sequel.
Yes, he did. He was the best boy. He did pass in 1995, but at the age of 18.
Okay,
so
he lived a good full life.
A long, happy life, and he is the best star in this movie.
True. I don't know. I can make a case for Kurt Russell and Keith David.
I suppose they were okay. I'll probably send pictures to Jed, and hopefully
Put him up right
he
here.
puts them up. Yeah,
Little Jed.
Yeah.
Little Jed.
Little Jed. Oh, he's gorgeous.
But anyway, they're making their way downtown, walking fast. No, they end up at U.S. Outpost 31, where we get like a bunch of establishing shots of just like all of our different characters. They're kind of just going about their day, but
just hanging out.
MacReady's up in his shack. MacReady, played by Kurt Russell.
Mm-hmm.
He's just in his shack. He's playing some chess wizard.
Yeah, and totally just destroys his computer when it beats him. Just
But
pours alcohol in it.
It's all foreshadowing, just of how this movie's going to end. Like, the thing is pretty much the chessboard. He's throughout the movie is going to back and forth, like try to take down the thing, and then at the end, like Keith David drinks alcohol.
Yes, Keith David.
Yeah, Keith David.
Keith David.
Childs.
Oh,
yeah.
Keith. Oh, I thought we were talking about Kurt Russell, and I was like, no, that's not.
No, at the end,
yes,
Keith
right.
David Childs takes a drink that MacReady hands him.
I was like, his name's Kurt Russell. Cody.
I know. Do not question my knowledge of the thing.
I was like, are you okay?
But also the computer, I don't know if you know who voices the computer. It's Adrienne Barbeau, who was John Carpenter's wife at the time.
Oh, shout out.
So
John Carpenter's wife at the time.
They are no longer together, but...
yeah, she voiced a computer.
Yeah,
we love
that's
that.
true.
But... So they're shooting this dog, the Norwegian men, and they are terrible shots.
I've actually heard theories of just like, yes, you see it from like the perspective of the audience. It's like he seems to be missing a bunch of these shots, but like even if he shot the thing, would it stop? Or would it just keep going?
That's true.
Like, maybe there could be points where it's like he was hitting it, but like it just kept going.
That's the thing. Yeah, maybe, possibly. But I was like, man,
But yeah, he's kind of a terrible shot, especially when he gets on the ground.
I mean, I guess like because he's using a shot. What is
he's using like a
what?
sniper.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say if he's using a shotgun, it's not.
Also,
well.
devil's advocate. He is in Antarctica. There's white everywhere. It's blinding, and you're trying to hit you're trying to hit a very tiny target.
True.
From a helicopter.
I mean, I would do no better. So I'm sure that these guys, they probably don't have much. I mean, I don't know what he did at his original outpost.
Yeah, we never learn anything in this movie, at least, about who the Norwegians are.
Yeah.
They're essentially just here to be like, you know, the derelict spaceship from Alien. It's supposed to foreshadow what is going to happen to this base at the end of the movie.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm sure he doesn't have a lot of training, but that's fine.
No.
But yeah, so they land and he's still shooting. And if any of us knew Norwegian, this whole thing would be totally spoiled for us.
It would. I actually have the direct translation here.
Yes,
hold on, let me bring it up. So yeah, I'm not going to repeat the actual Norwegian because I don't speak Norwegian. Yes. But what he is saying is, get the hell out of there. That's not a dog. It's some sort of thing. It's imitating a dog. It isn't real. Get away, you idiots.
Yes.
Is what he is saying. What's funny is, I've mentioned in podcasts before that I like to watch like movie reactions and stuff like that. There was one that I found of this movie where it was being reacted by someone from Norway. And like when that scene happened, they're just like, wait a minute, what? The dog's a thing? Like... They knew.
Spoiled.
They knew.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, if you knew Norwegian and saw this, you'd be like, oh.
Yeah, you would instantly like be on guard.
Like,
because like every other reaction that I've seen of this, everyone's immediately on the dog's side. They're just like, why the fuck are you shooting at this dog?
Like, the dog's the best boy in the world. No.
For me, knowing that this is an Alien movie, I was instantly on guard. I was just like, there's something up with that dog.
Yeah, I knew that something happened with like the dogs. I mean, obviously, I didn't watch this in when it first came out in '82. I watched this in 2022, so I kind of already had a feeling something was going on with the dogs.
Even me, 19 years old, I was just like, there's something up with that dog.
So you can't fool me.
And especially when we get to like certain like framing camera work later on in the movie, they make it very obvious. Like something is up with this dog.
No, they're like, he was shooting it for a reason.
But anyway, unfortunate for this Norwegian, Commander Gary shoots him right through the face.
Oh yeah. No questions.
I mean, you wouldn't if a dude just lands in a helicopter, he was throwing bombs, and now he literally like shoots one of your guys in the leg.
He does. He shoots Bennings, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And
trust me, I know all these characters' names off the top of my head.
I have to go through because some of them.
I can even tell you like what they do. Like Bennings is the meteorologist; he tells the weather. Mm-hmm. So Kurt Russell's the pilot. What is it? Childs is the chief mechanic.
Knowles.
Knowles is the assistant biologist.
I think he's just the chef.
Oh, no, sorry. I was thinking of Fuchs.
Oh, yeah.
Knowles is just the chef.
Yes, yeah. Fuchs is the
assistant biologist to Blair, who's like the main biologist.
Mm-hmm. Windows.
You have Windows, who is the telecommunications guy. You have Palmer, who for the longest time I thought was just a co-pilot. Mm-hmm. No, he's like the secondary mechanic.
Oh, okay. Because he talks, because during this scene, they talk about going to the Norwegian Outpost, because they find out that that's where that guy was from. And he's like, all right, I'll take you.
Yeah, and then they're just like, forget it, Palmer. And he gives one of the greatest lines. And it's like, oh, thanks for thinking about it, though.
Yeah. And that's when they go straight
to MacReady.
Mm-hmm. They're like, hey, yo, take us up.
They're like, hey, you're the main character. Why don't you take us to this Norwegian base?
And it's starting to, like, blizzard, too. Like, it's starting to snow heavy.
It's the first goddamn week of winter.
It is the first goddamn week of winter.
Which I can't even comprehend what a winter in Antarctica would be like.
Awful. Terrible.
Probably terrible.
Yeah.
We have some... We hardly have anymore, but we can sometimes get bad winters here.
Yeah, now it's like 80 degrees.
Mm-hmm. We get one snow day a year, and then that's it.
Yeah. It's actually wild. The Earth is dying. Anyways.
Come save us, the thing.
Please.
You can run this planet better than we can.
Oh, and during this scene with MacReady flying, we get his iconic hat.
Mm-hmm. Which I got here. I'm going to try not to
knock
him over. But yeah, he's got a big old sombrero on.
He has the most comically large hat on. I don't know what kind of hat this is. I've never seen it before in my life. It is gorgeous.
So, funny story. I'm going to see if I can bring up a picture of this. But one year, I actually, for Halloween, dressed up as MacReady.
Yes. I was hoping you would be wearing the hat. Honestly.
I was wearing the hat. Well, a hat close to
it. I was hoping you were wearing it today during this podcast.
No. I mean, I got a hat that I can put on. That's...
Boy, man. That's like the second time you dropped your phone. And it scares me every time.
See, I got this hat. It's not quite like that, but yeah, I got a...
You do have a hat?
I do have a, like, gray hat. Mm-hmm. Or not gray.
A brown?
A beige hat.
Beige.
That's kind of like MacReady's, but not really.
Do you have... you need to send this picture to Jade if you find it.
I'm not going to, because there's a person in this photo that I'd rather not have shown on the podcast. But let's see here if I can find the photo. I'll show you.
Yes. Not you guys. You guys don't get to see it.
You'll have to pay for it on our Patreon. There it is.
I love that hat.
I have the sunglasses and everything.
It looks beautiful.
Anyway, that picture was taken with my ex-girlfriend, so that's why.
That's why I was like, cross her.
She was dressed up. She was dressed up as Ellen Ripley. So
nice.
We went like couples, Ripley, MacReady. So.
What a crossover!
I know, right?
Someone make a fan fiction of that. I'm sure there already is one.
Probably.
Yeah. I'll look it up later.
I mean, two protagonists of like alien-themed movies. Yeah. So only makes sense.
But yeah, they lift off. They go to the Norwegian Outpost.
And shit's wrecked.
Shit is fucked up. They're like, what the hell happened here?
Mm-hmm. They find a bloody axe in the door, which if you watch the prequel, you figure out how that gets there.
Whoa. Good thing we have that.
I know. My favorite part about that prequel is like, yeah, they have the axe. It goes into the door because it splits like a thing in half. And then they burn it. And like Joel Edgerton's character goes to reach for the axe and Mary Elizabeth Winstead is like, no, don't touch it. And it's like, in the movie, it's like, oh, it's because it's covered in thing blood. But in my head, it's just like, you can't touch it because it's got to be there for the first movie.
That is what it's like, don't touch it. We need that for the next movie.
You can't touch it because it's got to be there.
Continuity error. Don't touch it. Yeah, because there's literally, I mean, There's thing blood on it, really, that's it.
I mean, when you realize that every single part of this thing can take you over, then yeah, you wouldn't.
Yeah.
But it's wild that he even went to go and grab it anyway.
It's a little silly, but whatever.
A little bit. But it kind of felt like the character just being like, no, we have to have MacReady find this.
But yeah, things are burned. They find like a pile of bodies that have been burnt.
Mm-hmm. Is that a
hole
man
in the wall?
there?
Yeah.
Well, they find the like most important things. One of them being a guy sitting in a chair. He slit his own wrist. They're frozen over. Really great image of just the blood running from his arms and he's frozen there.
I literally looked up the freezing point of blood because I was like, would it freeze like that?
I mean, open air in Antarctica. What is the freezing point of blood?
I believe it was, I remember the number 25. Was it 25 degrees Celsius? Let me look it up. Freezing point
of really?
blood.
I felt like it would probably have to be colder than that.
Oh, no, sorry. -2 degrees Celsius, so 28.4 Fahrenheit. That's where I was thinking of the
-20?
No, just 28.
Oh, just 28?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, and
I figured it'd have to be like much colder than that to freeze blood.
I thought so too. So honestly, that was surprising to me because I was like,
I mean, when you're open exposed to the elements in Antarctica where it can get to -40 degrees at night, then yeah, it would make sense that blood would freeze instantly. But also, interestingly enough, like his neck is like fucking like, it's not just slit, it's like almost torn open. Like my theory has always been like something was actively attacking him and like he slit his wrists to kill himself so that way it would stop attacking him.
Oh, interesting.
But in the prequel,
yes,
it's just a dude who kills himself.
Yeah.
Which they make the neck slash like very much less dramatic, like more realistic of a guy just.
Yeah, this one it's like half of his.
Yeah, it's like his neck is. He's almost like nearly headless Nick from Harry Potter.
Exactly.
That's his origin. That's where it happens.
Oh my god!
It's in this movie. Nearly headless Nick is the dude from The Thing.
Yes, I always knew it.
I'm putting this whole universe together.
Harry Potter and The Thing in the same universe.
What is it? What's the teacher's name from the third one that turns into a werewolf? He's a thing.
Professor
Lupus, I think. Yeah, Professor Lupus. He's a thing.
He's the thing. But yeah, so they find the ice block where they have so clearly dug something up and it is not in the ice block anymore.
Nope.
They're like, what do you think was in here?
Maybe the remains of some animal that they dug up and cut up.
It's like, yeah, definitely, for sure.
I also love how, like, MacReady asked, well, where is it?
Yeah, like, okay, well, like, yeah, exactly.
And then immediately they find it. It's right over there. Just this giant, like, glob of just, like, human remains just, like, burnt up together.
Yes.
And he's just like, what is that? Is that a man in there?
Yeah, and this is, because they bring this back. Correct.
They bring it back to the American base, which, as scientists, I get why you would, but for me, it's just like, nah, just leave that there.
Yeah, it's like, please. But no, they bring it with them because they need to figure out what happened here.
What in the heck is going on here?
What the hell?
This is also where we get a bunch of, like, shots of just the dog, just, like, looking out windows, just, like, he's being sus.
Yes, and this is when we get...
Speaking of which, in addition to watching some of these movies, I watched some playthroughs of Among Us.
To really set yourself in.
We'll get to it when we get to Letterboxd, but just like, I'm surprised how little people have referenced Among Us when reviewing this movie.
That is so funny.
We should do that for Patreon if we ever
get
that started. Play Among Us. You, me, Jade, and a few other people that we can find.
Hell yeah.
I would be terrible at
Let's
it
do
because
it.
I'm terrible at lying.
Yeah.
So
I am too. I'm so bad at that.
If I was ever the imposter, I would die instantly.
Oh, absolutely. I'd be like, no, you guys.
No, it wasn't me.
No. What?
As if.
Like Mark Wahlberg.
Oh, yeah. What? No. You plan on killing me in my sleep?
So I can't wait to do that movie. That one's gonna be so good.
It's gonna be a good time.
But no, we're getting shots of the dog, and this is the scene that I was like, get that boy an Oscar right freaking now. because it's a shot of a hallway,
So
several doors.
It's like nighttime
Mm-hmm.
now. We've had the autopsy with the split face thing, which
Yes,
fucking amazing. I love that like
beautiful.
effect of just like the face kind of just melting upwards this
Into
way,
another face.
kind of like it's trying to escape and stuff like that. They ruin it in the prequel where it's just
I
like
don't
it's
like it.
it's two heads fused together, and so it's
Yeah.
like not really. It just feels like one face like splitting.
It definitely seemed like
out.
one was trying to get away, but
Yeah.
this one it was like it was I don't know, whatever. It
Anyway,
was
they
fine.
open it up and they're just like Blair is just like, well, what we have here just seems to be like normal organs, like a heart, kidney, intestine.
This was a
stuff
great
like that.
practical effects scene too.
Yeah, I mean, they just took a bunch of like probably like organs from a morgue and just like had.
I loved
They just
it.
had Wilford Brimley just play with
I
them.
think it was like a lot of like jelly and
I mean,
lubricant.
there's literally one part where it's like he took something out and I saw like a chunk of jelly just fall onto the ground.
So good.
But yeah, it's nighttime now, and yes, the dog is making its prowl.
He just like pops his head out from a door, and I'm like, this boy's being so sneaky, and you could just feel it.
And he goes
like
to
he's on the hunt.
He goes to one door, stops, looks this way, and then like goes into a different hallway, like it's contemplating.
It is.
Yeah.
And so great. Apparently, Jed has been credited by the directors that he's worked with, and by John Carpenter mainly, that he was a dream to work with.
He is grade A good boy.
He's a grade A good boy. Never looked at the camera. Like, he was a professional. I think they said that this scene, I think possibly the first scene that they shot with Jen, only took, I think, like 4 to 6 like takes.
Yeah, like surprisingly,
he hit his mark.
He
baby.
fucking did it.
Yes.
I would like to see those other takes of him just wandering off.
Just like, hello.
It's like,
He goes over there.
But anyway,
fantastic.
yeah, he goes into a room where we see the silhouette of a man.
Ooh, who is it?
I'm pretty sure you know, but like the silhouette is not of anyone from the main cast. But do you have any theories as to who that person is?
You know,
because I do.
I do too. I feel like it was, what the hell was that man's name?
You're gonna have to be more specific. There's a lot of men in this movie.
Oh goodness,
it's all men.
I know. Why can't I find it? Not Clark. Clark's the. It's the dude that turns into a spider head.
Yes, Norris.
Yeah, Norris.
Yeah.
Norris. I was like, I know I wrote it down somewhere. I
Dude,
can't
Norris
read my
is, I think he's like the geologist or something like that, because he basically kind of carbon dates the alien spacecraft when we get to it. But
I think it's him.
Okay, I also think it's him.
Okay.
For the longest time when I first saw this movie, I thought it was Palmer. Because the hair was kind of curly.
Yeah.
But you look at it, it's like he's a little bit more heavy set than Palmer. Palmer, when we see his room, he shares it with Childs. So it's like he wouldn't be alone.
Yeah.
And not only that, but like you see the silhouette, it's kind of got a little pop collar in the back, which Norris also has. So it's just like, I feel like it's at that point Norris turns.
No, I think it was Norris.
Which you mentioned Clark. We'll get to it, but eventually he'll explain that he spent an hour and a half alone with that dog, and he didn't turn. That's crazy.
That is crazy. Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe the thing is like Clark's pretty chill.
Clark's,
I'm not gonna.
He loves dogs. Gave me a belly rub earlier. I'll let him.
I'm not gonna turn him. He's got to be in the It miniseries.
Yeah, exactly.
In the future.
No, I loved Clark's character. I feel like I would be Clark in this movie, taking care of the dogs.
I don't know who I'd be. I think I'd either be Windows or Palmer. Like either I would just be like paranoid, out of my head, of just like, who the fuck can I trust? I can't.
Who's the thing?
Like in my mind, I'd like to think that I'd be like MacReady, kind of keep an even head, but it's like no,
absolutely not.
Like I'd probably be more like Palmer, just cracking jokes in the middle of it, but at the same time freaking out.
Yeah, like Windows literally breaks a cage with the gun. It's like,
you couldn't believe Gary? He could be one of those things.
Exactly. But yeah, I love.
By the way, sorry for everyone who hasn't seen this movie. We're going to throw out a lot of names. It's probably going to be very confusing.
Oh yeah.
But when you watch the movie, like, it isn't. You can keep a track of everyone. Everyone has a purpose. It all makes sense within the movie.
Yeah, and like we did say, there's like 12 of
There's
them.
12 of them. So.
It saying
Not
that,
counting the Norwegians at the beginning.
yeah,
so.
saying that out loud, it seems like a very large cast of characters, but they all look so different. They do not look similar at all. I don't think there's anyone in here that I got confused for the other. And
I kind of, just with the silhouette, got Norris and Palmer confused.
well, I mean, that's...
Palmer and Windows kind of almost look the same. They got curly hair. They're very skinny.
I guess I can see where maybe people would get them mixed up. But I feel like they do a good job with giving them their own kind of set of personalities, and also, they look different. Because I've seen movies before where I'm like, these two dudes look exactly the freaking same.
Goodness.
And act the same.
I don't know if you ever saw that movie, the Michael Bay movie, 13 Hours, the Benghazi movie that came out in like 2016. But that movie is just full of like big, muscly white dudes with beards. And there was literally like a moment in that movie where a character dies.
And you thought it was...
And then 20 minutes later, another character dies, and I'm just like, wait a minute, I thought he just died. What happened? What's going on?
See, yeah,
it's like, oh no, those are two different dudes.
Sometimes movies be doing that, and it's just, it's confusing. But this is when they are kind of in their lounge area now. It's nighttime, they're hanging out, playing cards, drinking,
they're chilling, they're playing poker and shit like that.
And Bennings...
the one who was shot in the leg by the Norwegian.
So Jed the dog, the thing dog, is underneath the table. The thog. He's underneath the table that they're playing cards at, and he like either bumps his leg.
I feel like he scrapes up against like the shot.
I think so too. And so Bennings calls for Clark, and he's like, "Can you get this dog out of here? Like, why is he not with the others?"
Clark, put this mutt in the cage with all the others.
Which
I love Clark's reaction to it, just like, okay.
Clark is so funny, and honestly, I don't think he did a great job acting in this movie.
I mean, at the same time, like, I feel like he's appropriate for a dude in this situation. Like, I feel like everybody in this space kind of hates each other.
He's like, okay, sure.
Which, like, adds to the paranoia of everything. Like, when everyone gets to each other's throats, it's like you establish early on that these guys don't particularly like each other.
Well, I feel like it's just because of the fact that they've been working. Because did they say how long they've been there for?
They have been down there. I don't know if they ever say. They say with, like, the Norwegians, they've been there for, like, 8 weeks. I can imagine maybe these guys have been down there a similar amount of time.
Yeah, I feel like maybe even longer, because I think they said, like, 8 weeks, that's not enough time to...
Put him, like, to have a guy go stir crazy.
Yeah, so I feel like maybe these guys
and then Knowles is just like, bullshit, man. 8 minutes down here is enough to send a man over. Yeah. Look at Palmer. He's been this way since day one.
That's so true. But yeah, I feel like it's kind of feeding into that too, where being around the same people for like however many like weeks or months, you're gonna be like,
yeah,
I'm kind of over you.
I don't feel like there's like a bad performance in there. You can argue that Richard Metzer is like more like subdued.
His performance gets better towards the end, and that's when he is more on edge.
To me, I just read it as just like he's annoyed with like Bennings, and he's just weird and short about it. So
possibly he's the
that's
dog
my
guy.
reading. Yeah, he's the dog guy. He's the dog wrangler.
But he takes the thog over to where he has
the thog.
Let me see that thog.
What are we doing?
I like that.
There's our vocal stem for the week.
Anyways, yeah, so he takes them to where the dogs are at. And again, I kind of feel like it's weird that he hasn't already brought them over.
Yeah, it is weird, but at the same time, it's not technically their dog.
True. So he's like, it's just hanging out.
It's just roaming around.
Yeah.
What I love the most about this scene when he brings them in is just like, in horror, the typical cliche is just like the dog can sense evil. Like, I don't want to bring up The Omen because it's not a very good point, but it's just like you have like an evil character walk in, dog clocks it, starts barking immediately.
Yeah.
This thing is such a perfect imitation when it gets in there. The dogs don't react.
No, I do like that too, because they kind of like look at him and they're like, oh,
yeah,
whatever.
they look at him and it's like, oh, I'm just another dude. Another dude chilling in a hot tub 5 feet apart because we're not gay.
Absolutely not.
It is not until it starts to reveal itself that then they know.
They freak out. Yeah, because, Clark puts Jed in, walks away, and minutes later...
Mm-hmm. It's just like, oh, I'm alone.
The thug reveals...
Time to get sus.
Yeah, he reveals himself. And
in one of the best ways possible. The head splitting open into 4 parts.
Kind of like Demogorgon-esque.
Kind of. What I also thought, watching the thing from another world and describing it like a vegetable, it's almost like a flower.
Yeah, it
just blooms open. So I feel like that could have been a tiny little nod to, like, the thing from another world. There's like a few nods here and there to that like original movie. Out. Yeah.
But no.
My favorite detail of it too is just like the skull's hanging there and then it just falls. It just falls down and like, the tongue is just like
this isn't needed anymore.
Yeah.
This scene, so people might be like, if you don't like seeing animal deaths in movies,
this is going to be a hard watch.
It's weird because I feel like a lot of people who don't like that don't mind it in this movie, and I'm also one of those people.
I think I wrote in my notes at one point. Yeah, I wrote down, I wonder what Nikki thinks of the death of these dogs.
Yeah, and I don't know.
Because one of them, like, as it's being assimilated, like, Kurt Russell will shoot with a shotgun.
I was Clark in this scene when he goes, no! And, like, tackles
For me,
Kurt Russell.
For me, I was thinking of, like, Kurt Russell. It's like, that dog's in pain. I'm going to put it out of its misery.
I think that's what he was doing. And also probably being, like, avoiding more the things happening. But I feel like with this, it didn't seem unnecessary. Mm-hmm. Maybe over the top. I will say that. But we're at the dog scene. And like I was saying, I feel like it was necessary, probably over the top, though, of course.
Yeah, but this movie's going to do that.
So. Exactly. And I already knew going in what I was going to be getting myself into.
Anyway, by the way, like I said, like Stan Winston did one special effect. He did the face splitting open.
Did he? Okay.
Mm-hmm. That was his.
That was cool.
I know. Amazing. Everything else, like, they asked him if he wanted to do more, but he was just like, no, I'll just do this one. Because Rob Bottin's already doing great things. And, like, that's why he's also not credited. He's like, I don't want to take away from what he did.
That's nice.
That's why he gets a special thank you to Stan Winston.
What a stand-up guy. He's like, I don't want to take, like, let him in there.
Rest in peace to that man.
Oh, R.I.P.
He passed away in 2008. The last movie he worked on was the original Iron Man.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he created the Iron Man suit for that.
Hell yeah. Shout out to him. But no, in this, and I also feel a little better about the scene too, because a lot of the dogs do get away. I think only like 2 or 3
Two
get
of them.
caught,
So
too.
Interestingly enough, I saw this like online, but like this whole kennel sequence kind of foreshadows as well of some of the fates of some of these people. So like some of them get assimilated, like you see the tentacles go to a dog and starts assimilating, kind of like Bennings, Palmer, Norris, Blair at a certain point. One of them gets shot like Clark does. They burn it at the end, which is like their solution to killing all of them. But most importantly, 2 of the dogs get out, like MacReady and Childs.
Yeah,
So
okay.
it's a little subtle foreshadowing of things.
I like that. But no, I mean, this was good. But also, the dogs were going crazy for like a good couple minutes before Clark comes back. And I'm like, I feel like if I would have heard that, I would have been like, oh, and like rushing back.
But at the same time, you would probably at first not think anything of it. It's a foreign dog in there. Maybe they just got stirred up. But as it still keeps going on, you'd be like, yeah, maybe I'll check in on them.
I'm a helicopter mom.
I mean, I get you.
I would immediately be like, what's going on? And like rushing
See,
in.
to me, my instincts are just like, it's fine. If it keeps going on, then yeah, probably check in on that.
Yeah, he's walking in, and then he sees all hell breaking loose, and he's like, oh shit. And, they're bringing the flamethrower.
Yeah,
they're running in.
MacReady hears it for the longest time. Like, I didn't understand like how MacReady knew, and I think it's just because of the poor way that I was hearing it. Like putting headphones in, you can hear the chaos going on in the background, and that's when he pulls the fire alarm.
Yeah,
wakes everyone up. Bennings is just like, "Childs, Mac wants a flamethrower."
I love how MacReady just hears the dog barking, asks 0 questions, pushes the fire alarm immediately. That's my boy.
That's why he's the leader, even though Gary technically is the leader. Gary's not much of a good leader in this.
He honestly isn't.
No.
And I wouldn't really say he's a leader.
Not really.
Like, he just has a gun.
MacReady kind of just takes over the situation even before Gary steps down.
Pretty quickly. But yeah, all hell is breaking loose. We're getting great shots of amazing practical effects.
Just like the dog head just coming out and screaming, just I can't.
Yeah, it was a mix of a bird and a lion roar, like
a buy-in
mixed together. Yes, a buy-in.
A buy-in.
Yeah, and kind of like messing around with the different.
Whichever one you want to go with.
Better, actually.
I had heard like some theories of just like, or I don't even think it's theories. It might have just been like what John Carpenter thought, but it's just like a mix. Like anytime it roars, the thing roars. It's just like noises it's making from things that it has like consumed and taken over the course of its existence.
Yeah, because they wanted it to sound obviously like something no one has heard before,
like
but very
a thing
similar
from another world.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, they did an awesome job. I loved the hand sprouting out
the
and
giant
lifting it up.
3-fingered hands just, and then just
like goodbye.
Just a little tentacles going up. I love how it like becomes this like weird blobby mass with just like eyes fucking everywhere.
Yes.
Biblically accurate thing.
Yes. But yeah, this is when, they kind of control the scene. They do some flame throwing.
Yeah, Childs finally flamethrowers it after it does like this weird like open mouth, almost again like a flower just coming out,
like
just
bursting open.
And then he flamethrowers it, and then they just like they wait 5 seconds and then they put it out.
Yeah.
Which at the same time I would understand like your perception of this thing at the time is just like, oh, that would kill any living thing. And also, you don't want your Antarctic base
to go up
to
in
burn
flames.
because then you'll be exposed to the elements. So you got to kind of put that fire out as fast as you can.
Or it gets out of hand.
Yeah.
I loved the practical effects, of course, but definitely in this scene when they were doing the autopsy on the dog.
I love how Blair like breaks off the spider legs, almost like it's like a crab leg of just like,
Yeah, like yum.
If it weren't for the particles of this thing taking you over, like that looks like it would taste pretty good.
That's insane.
It looks like it would taste like crab.
Yeah, you're like, is that a crab leg? Pass it over.
Mm-hmm.
But this is when the doctor is it Blair?
Blair, yeah.
Yeah, he goes and talks to Clark, and he's like, How long were you alone with that dog for?
I mean, during that autopsy scene, though, we learned the rules of the thing.
Do we already learn it? I thought it was after this.
Well, he does the little autopsy. He opens it up to reveal, like, the fucked up dog face, and he does the whole very sad face.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we explain in here, like, he explains, like, this thing, like, when it attacked the dogs, it, like, absorbed them and, like, consumed them and trying to mimic them.
Yeah.
There's a popular theory going around. You know that pencil that he has?
Yeah.
Like at the beginning of that scene, he holds it up to the thing, and some people think like it touches the thing. And then you see in that scene, like he puts the pencil up to his lips.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
But rewatching the scene, the pencil doesn't touch.
Doesn't touch it.
Yeah, it doesn't touch.
Oh man, that would have been a nice.
I do have a theory as to when Blair does get turned.
I'm excited to hear that theory.
And, like, I have a theory of, like, when Norris got turned, which we just talked about. I have a theory of when Palmer gets turned and when Blair gets turned. Okay. Because they're, like, the three main ones that we don't see turn. Mm-hmm. The fourth one is Bennings, which we definitely know when he gets turned. So.
Windows leaves and he gets taken.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, okay. So
but, yeah, no, this is when, like, they're kind of trying to, like, calm the dog. They're trying to
Yeah.
calm the dogs down, and that's when Blair is with Clark, and Blair's just like, "You're telling me that dog wasn't put in the kennel until last night? That's very diabetes of you."
Yeah, honestly, literally a little crazy.
But
Clark's
he
like,
asks,
yeah,
like,
whatever, man.
he's like, How long were you alone with that dog? And that's when Clark's just like, an hour and a half. The fuck you staring at me for like that?
And that's when we're all like, Clark?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about you. Watch Clark.
Clark is sus.
He really is.
The Among Us theme.
Okay, but now we're starting to review the Norwegian tapes.
Mm-hmm. And they discover that they've been spending their time like pretty north of their camp. We see in the video they're doing the circle from Thing from Another World around the UFO. For most of you, like if you've seen the original Halloween, you've seen this scene of just like the scientists standing around in a circle to get an idea of what the size of the UFO is. Again, it's their little homage to that.
Yes,
and it can almost act almost as a sequel to Thing from Another World. You can imagine, I mean, not really, because the monster in that is just a giant vegetable monster.
Yeah, a giant vegetable man, apparently.
Yeah. But it's just like they do the whole circle around the UFO, and they blow it up with thermite charges, which actually, in the book, there is no Norwegian base. It is the American base that finds the UFO, and they blow it up and find the creature and bring it back.
I wonder why they decided to go with like a Norwegian base.
Foreshadowing. I would think so. Again, a lot of this movie is kind of structured like Alien, so I think they kind of looked at Alien for like the grounds of how to do this, and I think they realized of just like, oh, slowly revealing like this information over time is much better than just like, oh, the Americans discovered this and then brought it back and then it's affecting everything. I get that. Also, we're like not trusting instantly. We just see these Norwegians, these foreigners coming in, paranoia going wild everywhere. I think it kind of works better in this movie.
I do. I like it.
But they do kind of recreate the finding of the alien ship from the book in like the prequel of just like they're out in the middle of the ice, they're picking up like some kind of radio signal as to where it is.
Fall.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, how did they get out? Because they didn't show that, did they?
No, they didn't.
I
don't know how they got out of that situation.
Because where I was watching it on, it was like cutting weirdly. Like it would be in the middle of a scene and then just cut to a next scene.
Oh, that's weird.
It was so odd because it didn't show me the scene where he axes the...
Oh, okay.
Because it was about to, because he grabbed the thing and I was like, oh, okay, cool, this is the scene. And then it skips to them like outside. I'm like, no, what the fuck?
Wild.
I don't know what was going on.
See, I have it on Blu-ray, so that's how I watched it.
It's tough.
But no, they never explain how they get out.
Okay, I wanted to make sure.
It's just they fall in, they see the alien ship title card, and then we go to Mary Elizabeth Winstead's character.
Okay, and they're like, we need you.
They're just like, come aboard our Norwegian camp. We found Alien.
That scene reminded me so heavily of Alien versus Predator. The first one where they go to what is that girl's name? Ivy something.
You're talking about the first Alien versus Predator? I don't remember.
I can't
that was
remember.
So long ago that I watched that movie.
Ivy?
And honestly, it just washed over my head.
But when they grab her and they're like, we need you. And she's like climbing up on the thing. And she's like, I'm busy. And they're like, we don't have time.
They're like, we already got the helicopter up here. Come to our pyramid.
Yeah.
I mean, all of this is like inspired from H.P. Lovecraft. Like, I don't know if you ever read like At the Mountains of Madness or if you know anything about it.
I don't think so.
Oh,
possibly.
Same basic principle of just like a bunch of scientists go down to Antarctica. They discover this lost city that was built by ancient gods and like long ago, and it turns out they're evil, and it's like slowly killing them and stuff like that.
I hate when things are evil.
I hate when things are evil. I hate it when gods want to kill us.
I hate it.
I just fucking hate evil things. Okay.
Evil things are awful.
Hot take.
Hot take, everyone.
I hate when things are evil. Okay, just be good or not at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks. Not at all. Like, just don't even exist.
Yeah.
But anyway, so they're like, hey, yo, we should go to that site
where
they're digging up shit.
Well, I think Norris really wants to go because, again,
Yeah.
he's a geologist. He would probably be able to tell how old this thing is.
Mhm.
So they go, and we get this beautiful matte painting of just the
I was
UFO
looking
ship.
at that and I was wondering, I was like, something seems a little off
Yeah,
on
it's
this.
a
but
matte painting.
I was like, I know it's not CGI or a green screen.
It's not a green screen because they didn't. I mean, they might have had green screen
But it
technology
couldn't
back
have been
then,
that
but it
good.
wouldn't have been that.
So a matte painting.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's a giant matte painting of just the UFO there.
Isn't that great that they used to do that?
I know, right?
Bring that back.
Bring back matte paintings.
Please.
I feel like the first few Harry Potter movies use matte paintings.
Really?
I think so. I'd have to go back and rewatch it.
I know The Room did it. That cinematic masterpiece that we will also be doing soon.
And the Batman, apparently.
Yes.
If it was inspired by The Room.
Come on. That whole movie is
It's so obvious.
shot for shot. The same scene.
Oh, hi, Penguin.
God damn, I can't wait to. That's gonna be a good month.
Can't wait to dig my claws into The Room.
It's gonna be so good.
But yeah, this is when Norris is just like, this thing has been buried here for at least 100,000 years. Which in the book, they describe that it's been buried in the ice for 20 million years. So
Good lord.
they're just like, yeah, it barely missed the dinosaurs.
Just a little bit, yeah.
little bit.
Wouldn't that be crazy? Make
Oh,
a
if
thing
there's
movie
a
with the
thing
dinosaurs.
dinosaur.
Yeah. Ooh.
Get on the floor, everybody do the dinosaurs.
Yes, make that a prequel, you guys. How awful
The
of a
thing
movie.
fights the T-Rex.
That would be so shitty. It would be the worst movie ever, and I'd watch it.
I wouldn't like that. That would be the Asylum spinoff.
Oh yeah.
Thing versus T-Rex.
Thing versus Super Spider. Do you watch those sci-fi movies? Have
No.
you? It's like Mega Croc versus
I
Super
know
Gator.
their existence, but I don't watch them. The only ones that
so
I've watched
funny.
is Sharknado.
See, I've never seen that.
And even then, I watched like 30 minutes of it.
What about Big Ass Spider?
No.
Damn.
I watched their version of War of the Worlds.
Oh, I've never seen that.
It's not good.
Because I like the War of the Worlds with Tom Cruise, and I hate Tom Cruise. I've said this before.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a good movie,
we'll
though.
eventually get to War of the Worlds.
Oh yeah. Don't y'all worry. I'm already excited. We already have our schedule for the rest of the year,
Mhm.
by the way, you guys.
The entire
And
year.
I'm just excited. I want to do like next year's already. Like, because I'm so hyped with like the things that we have like the want to do. lists.
I've had like things bouncing around in my head too.
Dude,
Things.
Things.
Of
Yes.
certain movies that I would like to talk about.
Send them over to me. I'll make a month
I mean,
out
we've
of
talked
it.
about one of them. Like, I want to do a Nightmare on Elm Street ranking at some point.
Yeah, I have that in there. I know. I think I put the Saw ranking first.
Yeah. Because we've talked a lot about doing Saw ranking.
Yeah.
Some other rankings I was thinking about. We're gonna have to eventually get to Friday the 13th.
Do we?
It's not gonna be fun, but
Do
yeah, we
Oh,
can.
God. Yeah, we should. I haven't seen a lot of those either. Like Jason X.
There's only, I think, 3 of them that I have not seen. I haven't seen Part 7. I haven't seen Jason Goes to Hell. No, those are the only 2. Those are the only
Okay.
2 that I haven't seen.
That Hellraiser ranking. There's a lot of them.
Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's put off the Hellraiser ranking for very,
Yeah.
very late.
Has like one good movie in that.
I would argue 2, and that's
I was gonna
about
say
it.
possibly 2.
Out of the 4 Hellraiser movies I've seen, I only like 2 of them.
Yeah. And what? That's like the original and then
The original and then the 2022 remake. I watched Hellraiser 2, not a fan. I know a lot of people love that movie. I don't. And
it's okay.
then I saw Hellraiser Revelations, and my fucking god, is it one of the worst things I've ever
It's so
seen.
weird. Is that the one with like the penis monster in it?
Maybe,
or is that the fourth
maybe,
one?
I don't know.
I can't remember.
It was the first one where they replaced Doug Bradley with a different actor for Pinhead.
Which I'm just like, Doug Bradley is Pinhead.
Yeah, but at the same time, he's too old to do it now.
True, I get bring him back.
I kind of like the direction they went with the remake, where it's just it's a woman.
Oh yeah, no,
Mhm.
I did like that.
Yeah,
I don't know, but then people are like, it's woke.
I don't fucking care.
It's a woman. Oh my god, it's woke.
It's a Cenobite. It's ripping people apart.
Bruh. I hate people. Anyways, but yeah, so we find out aliens.
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 We see the perfectly triangular cutout of where they dug up the thing.
Literally just like, oh, that's where it was
That's
at.
where it was. It was there.
Not even any jagged edges. It is just a perfect shape. I'm just like,
Then they go back to the base. MacReady's like explaining. He's like, this thing crashes here thousands of years ago. It crawls out, probably not in the best of moods. Childs gives like a great line. He's like, I can't believe any of this voodoo bullshit.
I'm like, this isn't really voodoo, my guy. This is aliens,
Not really.
man.
Also, like, how does he not believe it when he saw with his eyes
yeah.
I guess
she was there.
I guess the human mind is just like, you can't comprehend what you just saw, so you just write it off as just like, it's fucking hokey.
Well, and then like he like, is it Palmer? Like, he's like, do you believe this voodoo bullshit?
Well, no, Palmer is just like the one who's like, aliens have come to Earth all the time. They practically own South America. He brings up Chariot of the Gods. But no, like Childs asks that of Blair, just like, do you believe any of this?
Blair.
And Blair is just like, yeah, kind of actually.
I do, because Blair is starting to look more into the cellular makeup.
He's running a very 8-bit like simulation.
Well, like, the cells are like...
It's like, man, this is the shittiest version of Pong that we could be playing.
Seriously, I love the 80s visuals of
it. I do. I mean, they do this in the remake, and I imagine, like, if Carpenter was able to do it, it would just be, like, him looking through, like, a microscope and seeing the cells actually, like, merging and stuff like that.
They couldn't do this back then. No. Too much money.
But
so it was computerized.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
CGI. The one instance of CGI in this entire movie, it is literally a computer-generated image.
Yes.
So.
And you can see the thing cells attaching to the dog cells.
Absorbing it, and then replicating it.
And this is when Blair is starting to realize that this, like, even the blood, like, it's still alive. Like, it is not dead.
And then we get the chilling message of just like possibility of one or more crew members infected. 75%. I'm just like, Jesus Christ.
75%. And then with it getting out, the percentage of that, and with it taking over the world, basically. So
27,000 hours from first contact, which for those of you that don't do math in your head, that roughly equates to 3 years and 1 month. So 3 years, if it gets out to the open world, it will just consume everything.
Yeah, within 3 years. And so Blair
grabs a gun, understandably
freaks the fuck out. Because he's like, we need to stop this. We're ground zero, baby. We're like, none of us are getting out of here. Like, I think that's when he gets that in his head.
We also did forget to mention one thing that is established in like the voodoo bullshit conversation. Knowles comes in and he's just like, which man has been throwing their dirty underwear in like the kitchen trash can? We get established here very early on of just like, oh, it rips through people's clothes when it takes over.
Yeah, and so obviously we know now, well, later, but at that point that someone else is the thing.
I still think that those belong to Norris because I don't think Palmer has been taken over yet.
Okay.
Nor do I think Blair's been taken over. So
I don't think so either.
So those are Norris's, I believe.
Okay. I mean, that would make sense because I feel like that's where we're at.
Like after the whole simulation, we see like Kurt Russell in his room kind of just playing with them. Just like trying to understand what this means.
I thought that was funny. He's like, "What are these dirty drawers doing?"
Just putting his hand in like fucking like skid marks.
I was gonna say skid marks, but I couldn't think of the word. I was like, "What is it?" But this is when so now they're bringing which I thought was a little crazy, the body of the two heads that they had brought back originally. They're putting it into like a storage room.
Yeah, I mean, I
not
guess
even on ice. I'm like, wouldn't that smell terrible?
Probably, but they're putting it in like a storage room just with
like a
with a tarp over it.
I'm like, good Lord. Like, what are these guys doing?
Mm-hmm.
And we have Bennings and Windows, correct? It was those two?
And MacReady, because MacReady has to move his stuff out.
He does pop in there for a little bit.
And this is when Fuchs comes up to him and he's like, hey, I need to talk to you.
Yes.
Let's go outside. Let's go have a little chat.
Which I think is weird.
I need to call an emergency meeting.
Yeah, like right now, outside in the cold, in one of their, like, tractors.
Yeah. I love MacReady is just like, it's -40 outside. And Fuchs is just like, we'll fucking go in the cat, okay? We're just sitting there.
But yeah, Windows and Bennings are moving shit around.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but Windows has to leave. Because he needs to get something, right?
Windows looks at the thing, and he's just like, we should just burn this, which are like, yeah, fair. But then Bennings brings up the very scientist answer. It's just like, that's going to win someone the Nobel Prize. And so it's like, yeah, a bunch of scientists would think that.
Yeah, but honestly, you're all going to die.
But what I love about this, so, like, we as an audience are distracted because this is when it starts to move.
Yes.
Under there. But, like, as an audience member, you don't catch it. The thing that Windows says to Bennings is just like, you got the keys. And Bennings says, get them from Gary. I got to finish up stuff here. That's going to come in, like, important later on.
Okay.
But anyway, MacReady and Fuchs, they're out there. Fuchs is saying that, like, Blair's gone missing. We haven't seen him for, like, 45 minutes. And he's like, I've been going through his notes. And this is when we figure out, like, the definitive, just like, these burnt remains aren't dead yet.
Yeah.
Like, they still have cellular activity.
Which I'm like, yo, so, like, Fuchs, you just saw them putting
the thing in there.
Like, you weren't like, hey, you guys, it's not dead yet. Like, maybe, like, come out of the room. Or even say, like, hey, like, can you guys, like, step out of the room? We'll lock it real quick. I don't know. Say something.
Yeah.
Say something. Damn it,
In
Bennings.
the 80s, nah.
Yeah, true. But yeah, so they're finding out that this thing is not dead.
Mm-hmm.
And they are still not, they're in harm's way still. They're not in the clear. And Bennings is just chilling with the thing, and
it starts coming to life.
It does, and it just grabs onto him.
We don't see it happen, but like Windows comes back, he's got the keys, and he's like, "Let's go, Bennings. We need some sleep." And that's when he sees like just tentacles all over
wrapped
Bennings,
around Bennings,
and he's just like, "Grr."
Yeah, and
he's like a big salt.
He's being dragged into the thing to be consumed.
And again, we're distracted because like something crazy is going on. But when we cut away from the scene, what we hear is an audible like sound cue of Windows dropping the keys. Mm-hmm. You hear them just hit the floor.
Oh. See, I wanted to know who took the keys, so this is nice.
And I have a theory of who took the keys because we'll get into it when MacReady and Fuchs, they step back, they're about to go inside. That's when Windows comes up and he's like, "It's Bennings." They go into the room and he's like, "Bennings was just there, Mac. I swear to God I had a hold of him." Yeah,
completely
he's
gone.
Everything's gone. The ripped clothes, there's no blood. It's like nothing happened.
Yeah, because when he first goes in there, there's blood everywhere and then it's gone. Because we see later that the blood, obviously we already established that it's alive, but it like can scurry, which I love that. So that's why all the blood is gone.
Scurry.
It can Tim scurry away, which I love that. But anyways,
but now Bennings' thing broke out of the window and is running just like
just like, stumbling about,
like he's trying to escape while at the same time like trying to finish becoming Bennings.
Exactly. He's like, "Fuck! I'm in a rush now. I can't do my thing."
They all go out and they stand around in a circle. Once again, a circle like thing. It's another homage to Thing from Another World. And they're just like, "That isn't Bennings." And then like he's got the fucked up hands that come up and he's just like
claws.
He's just like,
that little scream that he does is crazy. Because it's just like he hasn't fully finished, like we said, turning into Bennings, so like it hasn't gotten the vocal cords yet.
Hasn't gotten the vocal cords, the hands, or anything.
And it's just so creepy. And yeah, they burn him.
They pour a giant tin of oil on him and then burn him. Yeah. And that's when MacReady's just like, "We got to burn the rest of this stuff." So they pile everything together and just start burning it. Now, I don't know if you've noticed this.
Tell me.
During the scene where they're burning everything, all the characters are there except for 2 characters. Blair, who is currently tearing shit up.
Yes.
The helicopter. But guess who else is not there? Palmer's not there. Palmer is missing. This is a part of the movie that I think he's being turned into the Thing.
Interesting.
Not only that, but I think this is also when he gets the keys, sabotages the blood, because like Palmer goes missing from this scene up until they go to get the blood to do the test. That's when he reappears.
What do you think turned him?
I feel like the thing that turned him was possibly like the split face thing. That because they're moving stuff in and out of there.
Yeah. Do you think it got to him?
I think it got to him somehow. Okay. Because I don't think because Norris is here with all of them. Yeah. There wouldn't have been time for him to do anything. I guess
Norris could have done it too.
Norris could have, but like I feel like the blocking of everything just doesn't really work.
Yeah.
So I think like that thing, or maybe even if they still have the dog thing, like one of those must have gotten to him.
Yeah.
Or even as you said, like the blood that's just mysteriously gone. Maybe that got to him. So.
Interesting. I like.
But yeah, like Palmer throughout all of this, he's gone. He's missing. And what I think he's doing is he's sabotaging the blood, and he is setting up like MacReady to be like the fall guy. So
I was like, he definitely the thing is a little sneaky, dude. But yeah, so this is later we find out, like you said, Blair is gone and he is completely sabotaging the transportation.
He tore up the helicopter because MacReady finds it. He sees Blair like running out,
scurrying out.
Yeah. He jumps out with like a giant pickaxe and he's just running back into the base. And MacReady's like, Blair?
He's like, did you do something to that helicopter? He did. He destroyed it.
Destroyed it completely. And then he hears gunshots. He goes in, and Blair is just going ham on all of these radios.
He has lost it. And yeah, we see windows in the corner because he's the not transporter.
Telecommunications.
Yeah, telecommunications. Thank you. I was like transporter or what? He's a telecommunicator.
Are you sure you're not a thing? I'm watching you.
No, and once I start making sense, that's when
you know.
So you know something's wrong.
Yeah, that makes sense.
If I make a coherent sentence, hold on a second.
Are you a thing? Put your blood in this petri dish.
But yeah, so what the hell was I saying?
Oh, he's got like windows pinned down.
He does. Like Windows is in the corner. He's
fucking
fucked
bleeding
up
from his head.
He is.
I imagine he got into a fist fight with Blair.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of people think during this scene Blair has turned, and I think there's a theory that like kind of backs that up. So there's this thing with like clothes continuity throughout the movie. Like all these characters wear the same clothes from the beginning to end, except for Blair. Like when we see Blair doing the computer simulation, he's wearing a yellow shirt. But then we see him in this scene, and that yellow shirt is gone. So a lot of people point theories as to, like, this is when Blair turned. But I don't think so.
I don't think he's turned yet.
Because I feel like this is him, like, in his mind, rationally, of just, like, controlling the situation. He's cutting everything off.
No, that's what I think, too, because, I mean, later I feel like people can argue, like, no, he's doing this because he's, like, getting parts for the ship. Right?
I mean, to be fair, it could also just be like a front that he's putting on to get isolated.
I feel like...
But I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I feel like he is very much like, I need to make sure that this thing stays here and stays contained. Like, no one is no one is getting out of here.
No dog is making it 1,000 miles to the coast. You don't understand. That thing wanted to be us.
What is that from?
Yeah, that's what he says when he's smashing up the machines with the...
I was like, you're on a monologue here. I like it.
No, that's the shit that he's yelling, where he's just like... I'm trying to remember. He's just like, most of you don't know what's going on here, but I damn well do.
He does, and he's ending it.
And then, like, they're trying, like, MacReady and everyone's trying to control everything.
Trying to calm him down.
This is when Child's comes back and says, like, he smashed up the rest of the, like, tractors and stuff, and he killed the rest of the dogs.
And Clark and me as well are, like, devastated. And he runs to go check on
From
them.
Blair's point of view, I understand why he killed the rest of the dogs. I just don't agree with how he did it. Because we'll see later, like, one of the dogs has an axe straight in its neck. I'm just like, man, you couldn't have just euthanized them?
Exactly. You're a doctor.
Give him a painless death?
Yeah, no, he was going on a rampage. And that is the only part I feel like I'm like, all right, Blair's kind of an asshole. He was going crazy, but that was a little too far.
Then again,
I draw the line
when you're that paranoid and you don't know if you can trust even a dog.
You're not thinking
like,
right. Yeah, because it's like, like if he went to go peacefully euthanize this thing, it's like, would it have attacked him?
Yeah. But then again, it probably still would have attacked him with an axe in its neck.
Yeah, so it's like, I don't think that they were things, but we digress.
Anyway, they subdue him, MacReady, and then get him cornered. Like, MacReady punches down on him, and a very funny sound effect of just like a stock sound punch effect.
Yes.
It's really good.
Very much a punch you would see, like, here in, like, a superhero movie during that time period.
Or, like, in the 90s or something like that. It's really funny.
But they decide, they lock him in the shed, and they're like, we need to figure out a way on how to know who is the thing.
Well, I mean, this is where Blair also drops to MacReady, just like, watch Clark.
I love that scene. Watch
Clark and watch him close. Do you hear me? I also love the line at the, like, near the beginning where he's just like, I don't know who to trust anymore. And MacReady's like, why don't you just trust in the Lord? It's like, MacReady's not religious. Come on.
Trust in the Lord, Blair.
Why don't you put your faith in the Lord?
He said, bye, we're going to lock you in here.
But yeah, then they're just like, well, hold on. Like, someone in this camp ain't who he appears to be. Right now, that may be one or two of us. By spring, it could be all of us.
Even sooner than that.
I would feel like a lot sooner than that.
Definitely.
Like, a matter of, like, a month or something like that. But this is when Doc comes up with the blood serum test. Now, this idea is also in the book, but it's a lot more complicated than that. In the movie, they're just like, well, we can get a sample of everyone's blood, take the uncontaminated blood that we have in storage, mix them together, and if there's a reaction, then we can tell who's human and who isn't. Yeah. In the book, they go into, like, this whole idea of just, like, this scientific experiment of just, like, slowly over time injecting certain animals with human blood. So that way their immune system becomes, like, I'm trying to remember, it's just like dog human immune system or something like that.
Okay.
And, like, if you take that and then extract it and mix it with, like, a thing's blood, it would, like, get a reaction out of it in that way.
Okay.
It's complicated in the book. It's obviously written by, like, someone who understands the science.
Yes.
But in this one, they just simplify it. They're just like, yeah, I don't know. If we take thing blood and regular blood and it goes together, it might have a reaction.
Thing blood, human blood, mix.
No! No!
This, like I said earlier, I did not know about this scene that's coming up. It's my favorite one, the blood scene.
Mm-hmm.
But
I should also point out, where do I have it written down? Oh yeah, Benning's thing appears at 48 minutes. That's going to be important because from that point on to, like, this whole stretch, there is no thing to be seen. Oh, interesting. So a lot of this is just going to be like paranoia starts to set in.
And you really don't miss it either.
No, because you're caught in to just, like, you as an audience member are now into the movie, just wondering, who can you trust?
Yeah. You're there with them with the paranoia. Mm-hmm. I love that. But yeah, they decide to go to see, because they have blood.
They have blood in storage, so...
It's destroyed!
Somebody's got to the blood!
Someone's got to the blood, everyone. The fridge that they had, all the blood is leaking from it. Someone slashed through them, all the blood's gone.
Everyone comes into the room, and again, this is where Palmer shows up for the first time since Bennings.
He said, whoa, I wasn't just here.
He comes in, and all of a sudden, suspicion is now thrown on Copper and Gary, because the only one who has access to the blood is Copper, and Gary is the only one who has the keys. which we just established.
That he gave
He gave the keys to Windows. Windows dropped them. Potentially Palmer grabbed them, sabotaged everything, and then somehow, what I imagine is like he put them back where they fell, and then Windows gave the keys back to Gary.
Possibly.
Because
did he say that he has them again?
They never mention of just how Gary got the keys back. This is just my theory.
Yeah.
But like it would make the most sense as to why no one brings it up, because it's just like that would then throw, like, the reason Windows doesn't bring up that he had the keys is because then it would throw suspicion on him.
Yeah. No,
because
exactly.
Like he had the keys.
And I feel like Gary didn't say like, well, I gave them to you, because I think he was just so in shock of what was going on.
Or at the same time, Gary could think of it as like throwing suspicion on him of just like, I give my keys to other people besides Copper.
Yeah. He does. He's like, I give my keys to people, and they're like, oh, bullshit, you know. And
Gary's
he's like, someone could have lifted them from me, and they're like, oh, fuck off.
Gary's just like, I give my keys to Blair or to Copper whenever he needs it, and Copper's just like, call me Shaggy, but it wasn't me.
It wasn't me. And I don't know. I love the fact because they're also like, you know, Doc is like, well, I'm the one who thought of it, and they're like, well, that doesn't mean that
doesn't clear you.
Yeah, you dumb bitch.
In my mind, it kind of does, because
I think it does too, because he was so nonchalant about it.
Well, not only that, but it's just like that risk exposing the, like, that's a weird way to phrase it. It risks exposing his thing.
I mean, true, but yeah,
it risks exposing himself to the rest of them. So it's like, why would you put there? There's like this prevailing like debate amongst people who watch this movie of like, if you're a thing, do you know that you're a thing or do you not?
I wonder that too.
To me, I feel like in order to like
protect,
to sabotage the blood and to like set MacReady up, you have to have some knowledge that you are a thing.
I think so too.
So,
because I feel like when I first watched this, I assumed that you didn't know, but then after seeing that, like watching it a second time, seeing that it's so clearly that someone is trying to like blackmail or like put like
that's a good
that
word
it's
for blackmail.
Yeah, like that it's MacReady like being the thing. I feel like that just shows you that when you're the thing, you know.
And we'll see in the movie, like, there are times where Palmer tries to put, like, suspicion on Windows.
Yeah.
Because they have a moment where he's just like, Palmer, you go with Windows to do stuff like that, and Palmer's just like, I ain't going with Windows.
Okay.
But anyway, like, Windows freaks out, and he's, like, running to get a gun for himself.
He runs to the little gun storage, breaks it open, and everyone's running after him trying to... Because they're like, we don't need another Blair situation here. We will lock you in another shed.
By the way, what's funny is you said, like, gun storage. At first I thought you just said gun store. And, like, he's just running to the gun store.
He ran to the gun store, you know. They just have those out in the middle of...
Out in Antarctica.
Exactly.
I mean, it is a U.S. base. So.
That's true. They might have one there. But he, you know, tries to pull the gun on them. But before he's able to put any ammunition in it, Gary,
got a gun.
with his little pop gun, as they say.
He's like, I'll put it right through your skull.
Yeah, and they're like, drop the gun. It's okay, Windows. We're going to calm down. And this is also, because they're still suspicious of Gary, too.
They're more suspicious, like, there's suspicion being thrown now on Copper, Gary, and Clark.
Yeah.
Clark is just like, everyone's suspicious of him because he was alone
with the dog.
He was close to that dog.
Yeah.
So.
And I feel like they're not really suspicious of Windows. I think they're trying to just calm him down and not have a Blair situation.
Mm-hmm.
So once, you know, they get him to put the gun on the ground, Gary's like, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't be in charge. Because
maybe someone else should be.
Yeah, so...
I don't know about Copper, but I give you my word, I did not go near that blood.
He's like, but someone else can take my gun. And I love how Childs is like, I'll be in charge. And they're like, fuck you.
Yeah. Clark instantly pulls out a knife and just like, I don't think so.
Yeah. And
I like how Gary at first, like, is just like, Norris, how about you do? And Norris was just like, I'm sorry, guys. I'm just not up to it.
Did he ask Norris?
He was just like, Norris, I don't think anyone would oppose you. What I love framed about, like, that whole scene is just, like, a lot of it, we're just looking down this hallway, and we're seeing, like, all the main characters here. Mm-hmm. But, like, when we cut to Norris, like it's framed as in like the other side of it, and it's Norris, it's Palmer, and it's Fuchs. Fuchs dies, and it's like those are the two things. I just love that separation of just like we look down the hallway and we see all the humans, and then we cut over there and we see the two things and the human who's gonna die to the thing.
Dang, I like that.
Yeah. I can't believe people fucking hated this movie at the time.
Right? No. And this is just like cooler because I don't really watch movies like how you watch movies because you were like paying attention to like the cinematography and shit. Mm-hmm. I was like, wow, this is good.
I mean, there's a lot of great lighting choices in this. Like a lot of the interior is just like this dull out gray. While outside they have like these blue like airport poles with lights on it. And it creates this cool contrast of just like the stark inside and the cold outside. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of great like cinematography stuff going on in here, which cinematography was done by Dean Cundy.
Shout out Dean.
Who did a lot of iconic movies. He did the original Halloween.
Hell yeah.
He did Back to the Future.
Haven't seen that.
He did Jurassic Park.
Hell yeah. Great movie.
And he did the Adam Sandler movie Jack and Jill.
All right.
The Dunkachino scene, that's him. My, how the mighty have fallen.
I was going to say, I was like, ooh.
Yeah, it's a shame.
He had a good run.
Everyone does their slum movie at some point.
Very true. Everyone has a rock bottom.
I feel like he just took the money and just like, yeah, I'll fucking film an Adam Sandler movie.
I'll do the Dunkachino, I suppose. Mm-hmm.
Jade put up the Dunkachino video right here.
Please, no.
Everybody wants my Dunkachino. That's a real scene from a real movie.
Someone needs to stop Adam Sandler, please.
Seriously.
He's gone too far.
He's doing too much.
But yeah, this is when they officially, which I feel like it's already been like this for a while now, but they officially make MacReady the leader. Mm-hmm. Like you're the one.
Someone who needs to be more even-tempered.
Yes. Because yeah, they're like, Charles, fuck you. You're not gonna be in charge.
Even though you're Keith David, we're not gonna put you in charge. No. We love you, especially in Requiem for a Dream.
I haven't seen that movie in so long. I've been wanting to rewatch it.
I don't want to rewatch it.
I don't remember anything.
I watched it the one time. I was just like, I can't do it again.
I don't remember anything about it.
It's so fucking depressing.
Yeah. I need to rewatch it.
He was also in Nope, which we'll talk about next month.
Oh, was he in Nope?
Yeah, he played OJ's father in that.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, that's Keith David.
Oh, wow. By the way, I don't know if we've said this yet, but we're doing Jordan Peele month.
In June, that's Jordan Peele month. With one movie that he produced. Like, Jordan Peele, as of right now, has only made 3 movies. Mm-hmm. And, of course, there's 4 weeks in the month. So, we're going to do him.
Yes.
At the end of it, which he produced. So, we could have done Candyman 2021, but I guess we'll do him. I'm just kidding.
I would rather do him because that's an interesting
Phrasing,
concept.
Nikki.
That's funny. Rather do him than Tony Todd. But okay, so my next note in here is Fuchs goes missing. Does anything important happen after MacReady takes the reins?
They burn the rest of like the blood bags that were in there, and this is when MacReady gives a big speech of just like, I know I'm human. And you're all not attacking me, so I know some of you are human. Mm-hmm. And this is also when he splits up Gary, Copper, and Clark from the rest of the group, which I find funny. He separates the 3 non-things, and yet Palmer and Norris are still in there. Yeah. So, and then after that, like, we get an interesting like time jump that you don't really even notice. Like, MacReady, when they're outside, he says, like, in 6 hours, the storm is going to hit us. Like, there's this big snowstorm that's just going to hit them.
Yeah.
And then we cut just a few minutes later, and he's recording, like, the tape in his room.
And that's when he's messing with the undies, right?
Uh-huh.
Is that when he's messing with the undies?
I mean, he's not messing with it. It's when he establishes that it rips through your clothes when it takes you over. But he says it's been 48 hours in this storm. So we get like a cut to 2 days.
Oh, wow. I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay.
But what I love about this, so in the same way that the cinematography at the beginning makes you like really suspicious of the dog, this scene, I feel like the cinematography also makes you suspicious of MacReady.
Oh, for sure.
Because, like, he's sitting there, he's recording, and the way that it's framed is, like, MacReady's over here, and then there's a lot of empty space over here with, like, the open door.
Yeah.
Right there, where nothing's going on. And then, like, the scene ends with, like, a POV shot from his behind as if someone's standing there.
No, because that's what I was thinking too. I'm like, it keeps making it seem like someone's there.
Mm-hmm.
And like maybe there was, and maybe it was like, you know, Palmer or Norse or someone like watching him. Because we later see that, I mean, they later find his torn up clothes.
Yeah.
So maybe, and do you think, okay, also, I have another thing. Do you think that, you know, because there's multiple things now, right? Do you think they can communicate?
No, I don't think they can.
Okay. I was wondering, because like that would be crazy.
So in the book, the thing is telepathic.
Okay.
Like, it can not only communicate with itself in other parts, but it can, like, read other people's minds, which is why it's hard for, like, the guys in the book to, like, come up with a test or to, like, trap it in some way, because if they do, it can read its mind and know what's going on.
Like Edward from Twilight.
Edward from Twilight is a thing. It's connected to this movie and Harry Potter.
Oh
it's
my
just
God.
all connected.
Damn, I knew it.
Edward is a thing, and so
Edward
is
is
Jacob,
a thing,
because he is also a werewolf.
Mm-hmm. And he sparkles.
He's
well, Edward sparkles, yeah.
And also, he wants to get with their baby in that.
Oh man, the most disappointing thing I've ever read as a tween, a preteen. How old was I? I don't know. I think I might have been like 12
I was
or
in
13.
high school when Twilight came out. So
yeah, and then just reading that, the whole reason why
that
he was
Jacob wants to fuck a baby.
Well, the whole reason why he was in love with Bella is because he was gonna imprint on her child.
Oh, is that the explanation?
Apparently,
I
but then
hate
it's
that.
like, well, then you would have been in love with Edward too.
Yeah, because there is a sperm,
Yeah,
like, involved in that with the egg.
yeah. No, I think
so.
he says at one point, like, "Don't you understand, Bella? It was never you."
Don't you understand, Loka?
Yeah, I was like, bruh. Reading that as someone who was Team Jacob, and then being, I was like, never mind.
we may eventually do a Twilight ranking.
Oh, we will. We for sure will.
Where we can dig into those
Maybe
movies.
next year for my my birth month.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
We should do it for February for Valentine's.
That would be good.
Twilight.
What's
ranking.
better than Valentine's Day and true
than
love?
toxic relationships.
What? Toxic?
Anyway, what, like, we cut to, like, the whole MacReady, like, setting him up that he could be the thing, to, like, Fuchs in the room, because he is also trying to, like, come up with a new test.
Yes. And
But
this is when MacReady comes in,
Yeah,
right?
but what I love about when MacReady comes in, before he talks to Fuchs, he looks in both directions, almost like he's like, is anyone around?
Yeah.
Like, again, it's through blocking and cinematography that we are starting to get this subliminal, like, idea of just, like, maybe he could be a thing.
Mm-hmm.
So when we get the shredded, like, long johns of MacReady, like, we can believe it.
Yeah.
So they do some very subtle things here to just make you be like, oh, MacReady could be a thing.
Mm-hmm. Like, it got him.
Fucking got him.
Got him. But yeah, when MacReady comes in and checks on Fuchs, Fuchs is on edge.
Mm-hmm. I love it when he's like Fuchs and he just turns around. He grabs the, like,
The
vial
solution.
of acid he's got right there.
He's like, I'm fucking ready.
But this is when Fuchs established that even a small particle of this thing could, like, take over an entire organism.
Yeah, which is crazy.
Can you imagine just, like a fucking, not even a hair follicle, just, like, a piece of, like, dead skin.
I was thinking, like, dead skin.
Flies off of you and then...
And you accidentally
lands
inhale it or
yeah.
something, and then it's just like, well, you're the thing now.
Crazy.
Why does Fuchs go outside? He goes outside
So
for
the power goes out, and then he
okay.
grabs a candle, and he's going to, like, check why the power is out, and that's when someone, like, passes through the door.
Yes.
I'm not sure who that is. Like, I don't think it's Palmer, because I don't think the body type looks right.
Mm-hmm.
So it is either it would either have to be Norris,
Yeah.
who kind of makes sense, but at the same time, Norris is like keeping watch over Copper, Gary, and Clark.
Mhm.
So I think this could be Blair. Because we learn later on in the movie that Blair has been going in and out.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about it when we get to the shed. I feel like when Blair is isolated out there, that's when he turns.
No, I think so too.
Like, I think Palmer goes out there. It's either Palmer or Norris. They go out there and they turn him.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, he's just in there.
Because that's what I was thinking. Because that's the perfect place. Because everyone knows he's in that shed.
Mhm.
And he's by himself.
Yeah.
That's the perfect time for the thing to go.
And in shed, no one can hear you scream.
Exactly. So, but no, that's why I'm like, that I'm almost certain that's when he turned into the thing. And it wasn't before that.
But anyway, Fuchs goes outside because he's following whoever passed along the doorway. And when he goes outside, that's when he finds R.J. MacReady's torn up clothing out there.
And that's when, as an audience, we're like, oh, shit.
And again, to add to it, like, we see the shredded long johns, and then we cut instantly to MacReady, and he's like, has anyone seen Fuchs? Like, instantly, we're just like, obviously, in part of our mind, we're just like, well, he's Kurt Russell, he's the lead, he wouldn't turn. But this is the type of movie that will make you think, oh, they could go there.
Oh, they so would.
Oh, they could go. They could make handsome man Kurt Russell into a thing.
Yes.
He can expose his thing to everybody.
Oh, God. But, so, yeah, his dragon's found, and this is when, because whenever they go back inside, is this when Norris starts having his little...
Not really. That happens a little later.
Okay.
This is when they all start splitting up. It's where Palmer's just like, I ain't going with Windows.
This is it. Okay. Because they're looking for Fuchs now.
Yeah. And that's when MacReady, Knowles.
Yeah.
There's a lot of similar names
There
in this
are.
that I get. It's MacReady, Knowles, and Windows. They go outside to look for Fuchs, and they find him. He's all burnt on the ground. And we never figure out how.
No, which is so weird, because it's just like, if you were the thing, you would want him to be.
Maybe.
But
like MacReady and Windows bring it up, like, maybe he tried to burn it.
And it ended up burning himself.
And it ended up burning himself, maybe as it was attacking him.
Possibly.
Or, as MacReady said, maybe he burned himself before it could get to him.
Maybe.
Maybe Fuchs was out there, he found the shredded long johns, and then Blair, I think it's Blair.
Yeah, starts
to attack him, and then, pulls out the flare, probably either sets himself on fire, or accidentally sets himself on fire trying to set Blair on fire.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is when they go and check up on Blair as well.
Mm-hmm. And he's out in the shack. Great cut where it's like MacReady's just like, have you seen Fuchs? And we see Blair, and he's just sitting there eating stuff, and there's a fucking noose right there.
Just right between them. It's MacReady, the inside of the shed, the noose, and then we see Blair
and
chilling.
Blair's just like, I'm fine, I can come back inside, while a noose is right there.
He's like, I mean, I wasn't fine at one point, but I'm good now.
Mm-hmm.
Let me come back inside.
And this is how I know that, while he was out in that shed, and he turned out there, it's just it clearly looked like Blair wanted to kill himself.
Mm-hmm.
So he made the noose, but it got to him before he could do that. And the thing just didn't bother to take down the noose.
I just think you just think that Blair's being dramatic, and it's funny.
But it's Blair is so insistent in coming back in, which is against his character.
Yeah.
Just I don't trust anybody. Mm-hmm. You would think he would want to stay out there.
No, that's true, because it's just keep me away from you guys. But
now
all
he's
of a
just
sudden,
I want to come back inside. Don't you understand? I'm much better now.
And it's weird, because that's where everyone's at, and you can get to them more easily.
That kind of character inconsistency will come up with another character later on in the movie.
Let me see where we at now.
But anyway, MacReady, they all find a Fuchs shard body, and MacReady's just Windows, go back inside, tell everyone we found Fuchs. Knowles, we're going up to my shed. And they're like, why? And he's like, well, when I left yesterday, I turned the lights off. and we cut up to MacReady's shack. Lights are on.
Lights are on.
And again, it's because Palmer was up there
yeah,
earlier. So.
getting his jacket.
Mm-hmm.
And that also, like, because I don't think the Thing would really give a shit if, because he's not gonna be like, I need to travel the light before I leave. So obviously he's not gonna be like, I need to take down that noose that Blair hung up.
At first I thought you were gonna be like, the Thing wouldn't like be concerned about electricity
which
bills.
I mean, also true.
Man,
he wouldn't.
Evergy's gonna get after me.
He's like, ah, damn it, turn off the light.
But anyway, this is when we cut in. It's been 45 minutes since they've been out there. They haven't been back. That's when they need to like go and like lock everything up. And this is when Norris starts having his heart problems. Because he goes up to a window. He's been carrying a bunch of lumber. He's looking out the window. He's like, guys, come here. And then he's just like, ah.
He's like,
ah.
And that's when I was like, Norris, baby, you're freaking me out. I think you might be the Thing.
Interesting, because that implies that when the Thing takes over you, like, it takes on any kind of, like, illness that you have. Mm-hmm. So, like, not only does it replicate you, but it replicates the illness.
The illness.
So, like say if you get sick and you have the flu, it's going to replicate the flu.
The flu cells,
which
too.
is terrifying as a concept, because you could sneeze, and that flu virus that's now a thing can go into you.
That's true. Ooh, I like that. I like that even more. It's like that Rick and Morty episode. You remember that?
The Cronenberg episode.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was the episode that I watched. So I was like, you know what?
Maybe this is a pretty good show.
Yeah.
Then you watched the Pickle Rick episode, and it's like, maybe it's time for this to come to an end.
Nah, yeah, I found out how terrible of a person what's his face is.
Justin Roiland,
yeah, and I was like, fuck, man.
To be fair, the replacement that they got for the voice actors they sound very close.
No, very similar, yeah.
I mean, I dropped off of Rick and Morty years ago.
Same. So. You know. But yeah, so this is when Knowles comes in, and he
fucking all cold and everything, like completely like
iced over,
white all over.
And they're like, "Where's MacReady?" And he's like, "I cut him loose."
I cut him loose up on the line.
They're like, "What the fuck? What do you mean cut him loose?"
He's like, "I found this, and it's the shredded long johns. I think it's a different pair because the lettering looks different. But it could be possible that's the same ones that like Fuchs found.
Yeah,
and then Blair just probably took it back up to the shed.
Else, yeah.
But I think they're two separate things. I feel like Palmer just like laid one outside for someone to find." Laid it in the shack for someone else to find, to like just be like, everyone pay attention to MacReady, nobody pay attention to me.
Exactly, yeah.
But what I love about this scene too is just like Palmer uses it as more of an excuse to put like blame on Windows, because he's like, right, you said guys were missing, and Windows, where were you?
He's like, huh? He's blaming everyone but him. He's like, it's not me, you guys, it's them.
Yeah. And then MacReady shows back up in a great scene where it's just like we slowly zoom into the door
trying
handle
to twist
turning.
open, and they're like, "Fuck, it's him."
Palmer's just like, "Let him in," and like Childs is just like, "Why are you so damn eager to let him in?" It's like it's so close. Maybe this is our chance to blow him away.
No.
Also notice that like the two things are standing next to each other. It's Norris and Palmer. Right there,
and they're like, if we get rid of this guy, hell will kind of break loose, and we can maybe like.
Well, it's just taking over, like basically killing the one in charge. Yeah, pretty much. Or just like
they're trying to get rid of him.
We get him out of the way, and we
Chaos.
We can win this session of Among Us.
Exactly. That is what they're thinking. Only winning Among Us. But this is when MacReady
breaks into the supply closet.
Yeah, kind of goes around, breaks in the supply closet, and grabs some dynamite and a flare, and he's like, I'll fucking blow us up. I'll
kill you, I'll kill me, I don't care.
Yeah, he's like, I don't give a shit, dude. And he's like, might as well blow us all up. And
I love how...
I was just going to say, I love this, because they kind of like break apart to try and...
Well, I was going to say, I kind of love like how Childs is just like, you would have done the same thing, MacReady. And, like, Palmer's just like, don't make him angry.
Don't do it,
again, that would be me in the situation of just making smart aleck comebacks in a very stressful situation.
But, so we have Childs and Palmer.
We have Childs, Palmer. We have Knowles. I'm trying to remember who else is there.
Norris, I think, is still there, right?
No, Norris... I mean, he might be. Because at some point, Knowles and Norris break off to go around.
Yes.
So, okay. So, yeah, it's Childs, it's Palmer, it's Windows.
Mm-hmm.
They're at the door, like, ready to grab him. And then Knowles and Norris go around to, like, ambush him.
Yes, exactly. Mm-hmm. But, hey, it's MacReady, so he's a badass.
He's a strong man. Kurt Russell, he's going to knock him right off.
And knocked him off of him. Still has the dynamite, and he's like, I'm not joking. I will blow us up.
I love Knowles is just like, it's cool, man. It's cool. Hey. And Palmer's just like, yeah, man, calm down.
It's like, I know we just try to attack you, like, for a third time, but, like, chill out.
Again, that would be my ass. Just like, hey, man, it's cool. Calm down. But yeah, this is when Norris stops breathing. He has a heart attack.
He does.
And so MacReady's just like, okay, untie the dock, get everyone in here.
Like, you guys carry him, like, let's go. And this is when we get the iconic scene. And during all of this, my first watch, like I said, it left my mind. I wasn't even, like, anticipating this to happen because of how much chaos is kind of going on.
I mean, they put Norris up on the table. What is it? Copper's trying to give him CPR.
Some chest compressions.
And, like, MacReady's, like, cornered in the corner with his flamethrower. He's got the TNT. Everyone's surrounding him. He's trying to make the argument of just, like, well, someone could have taken my long john and stuffed him up the furnace. And
yeah, he's like, someone's, like...
Yeah, someone's fucking with me.
Yeah,
and Childs is just like, you're sus.
I mean, rightfully so, because as they now know, whenever you do get turned into a thing, your clothes get ripped. And I feel like if I was them, I wouldn't think that it would have been smart enough, the thing, to do what MacReady is saying. But then if you think about it a little more, it's like, well, I mean, it has the intelligence of all of the things that it's been turned into. So obviously, yeah, it's going to do that.
And at the same time, like, you wouldn't believe him because it just feels like, yeah, obviously you would say something like that.
Like, someone's blaming me, and it's like,
it's like, yeah, sure.
Exactly.
It's like the evidence is in the pudding, man.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Like, your long johns, bro.
But this is when Clark grabs the scalpel in a great split diameter shot because it's like you have in the foreground, like, Clark with the scalpel. And it's like, usually the split diameter has that blur right there, but it's hidden with the cabinets that are there. So it's like you don't see it. So it's like Clark in the foreframe, MacReady in the back frame, and it's like they're both in focus. It's almost seamless.
Yeah.
And I love that shot.
It was good. But yeah, I loved, like, just seeing, like, Clark with the scalpel. Like, obviously he's like, he doesn't trust MacReady now.
Nobody trusts anybody.
No, not anymore.
And again, like, building up tension, just like everyone doesn't trust anyone. That's what I love about this movie, because it's just like, it's all everyone at each other's throats in suspense, and you are there with them as the audience member.
Because you're also like, I don't fucking know who's
I don't know who's the thing.
I don't trust anyone either.
Yeah. Is it Clark? Is it MacReady? Like, it could be Childs. No one has really brought up if Childs is a thing. Maybe it's Windows. Windows seems the least suspicious. Maybe he is.
And then during all of this, they're trying to revive Norris.
They're trying to revive Norris. And they bring out the defibrillator.
And this is when Doc goes to defibrillate.
Well, he shocks him once first. And then I guess nothing. And I guess the thing doesn't like that because he goes to defibrillate him again, and then his fucking stomach opens up.
Opens up to this beautiful shot of just like the stomach teeth, and bites
down on his arms, which, by the way, they got like a double amputee to do this. They did this all practically.
I wrote down his name.
Oh, okay. I wasn't able to get his name.
Yes.
So.
Let me see. So during the chest opening scene, double amputee Joe. Wow, I wrote really bad. His name was Joe.
His name was Joe really bad, and.
Joe Carone, I think. It's Carone, I think is what I wrote. I have bad handwriting, you guys. But
Corona.
Yeah. But and then also, because during this scene, because you might say, what? Because we got scenes of Doc, holding his arms up. But it's him. No, he was wearing a realistic looking mask.
Yeah, it's a mask. Which, when I first watched it, didn't notice it. But, like, upon further rewatching, it's like, if you pause it, it's definitely a mask.
But obviously when you're watching it, like, they're going from scene to shot, like, you know, like they're switching very quickly, so you can't tell unless you know. And you're
I do love the
for
shot of just his like
arms,
4 armless arms just flailing up there.
It was good. They did this beautifully.
And then Norris thing pops out of his chest. What I love about it is like in the spindlies, like Norris's heart is right there. Yeah. So really cool.
It's so good. And
it's hard to describe this thing. It's just like it's got spider legs. It's hanging onto the ceiling.
It has like this long neck.
It's kind of like his whole body is kind of like a worm, sort of, and it's just got Norris's face on it.
Yeah, and it just looks so gross and beautiful at the same time. It's so amazing. And you still have Norris's body at the bottom, and his head is like stretching.
Well, that's because MacReady sets it on fire because it's like it's time to eject the imposter. So he sets him on fire, and Norris's head just starts to stretch off, and then it detaches and just slides down the back of this table.
It looks so good.
It's so great. Like, what a great practical head.
And when the head is on the floor, the tongue like whips out.
The tentacle. I love the sound effect of just like whoosh. Yes. Like it makes a whoosh.
Pulls itself away.
And you like love like the stomach splitting open. What I love is the fucking spider legs coming out of the head.
Oh, that was a great shot. Yeah.
And then the upside down eyes, like the whole like unnerving thing of just like the head doesn't need to be right side up. It could be upside down and it can just adjust. Like, love it.
Man, this scene.
I wrote it down in my notes. Hour and 15 minutes when Norris thing shows up. So it's like roughly 30 minutes of the movie where there's no thing.
Yeah, and like I said, like, you don't even miss it because the whole time you are wondering where is it, and that you have that heightened sense. Bro, this is so great. Amazing scene, cinema.
10 out of 10, no notes.
Exactly.
But yeah, the spider head starts to crawl away. It's like,
and Palmer says,
"You gotta be fucking kidding!"
And this is when it's MacReady, right? He turns around and
which I don't know if you guys know this, but this whole scene is a reference to It Chapter 2 because
they took this from
It Chapter 2,
2017.
No, I'm just kidding.
It's crazy.
No, It Chapter 2 plays homage to this.
Yes,
so.
And it's so good. I love that.
Love it.
I guess Chapter 2 is 2019, right? Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. But then after this is when they're like, okay, we need to figure out who the hell is who.
We get to not only my favorite scene of the entire movie, but like just objectively the best scene of the movie.
Is this the blood test?
The blood test.
And the fact that this scene I never hear talked about, like before I watched this, I hadn't heard anyone talk about it before. Obviously now it's like a pinnacle scene of the movie. But before it was always the spider head, like the defibrillator scene, like it was just that. Even the scene with Bennings when he like screams out with like his hands, you know, he's like, oh, like those were the scenes I saw the most of. This one though, this is what made me say, this is my favorite horror movie. Like, this is amazing.
What I love about this scene, so I'm not sure if this was intended by John Carpenter, but like, what I love to bring up when I talk about my love for horror films is one of the aspects of horror is just like, you can take it as like a time capsule of like the fears and anxieties that are going on in the time it was made. This one came out in 1982. What was going on in 1980s? AIDS in the gay community. I mean, it wasn't like intentional that this is an all-male cast because I think John Carpenter had like a woman cast.
I think so. I think
and she had to leave because of a pregnancy or something like that. But all of a sudden, this scene takes on a different meaning of just like, because back then the only way that you could tell if someone had AIDS is to do a blood test. And, like, the paranoia that, like, the gay community had at the time is just, like, I don't know if I'm infected with this, like, highly deadly disease. So it's just, like, it transcends
into that as well. More
of just,
deeper
like,
theme with it.
This is what the movie is kind of about, of just like the anxiety of what was going on at the time. Again, I don't think it was intended by John Carpenter at the time, but like it has since kind of taken
exactly, yeah. Just with that whole time period. That's heavy. I like that.
So I like it. I usually bring up this scene whenever I talk about like stuff like that. Other things I bring about is like Invasion of the Body Snatchers is obviously like the fear and paranoia of the communist scare of the 50s and stuff like that. So
no, I was like, I feel like even if it's intentional, unintentional, I feel like obviously if you're living during that time, you're gonna take. It's gonna show in your work.
But no, sure. Much like you, this is probably the scene that made it like my favorite horror movie of all time.
It cemented it. Like imagine me in my living room, pitch black dark, probably like 2, 3 in the morning, me with my iPad just shoved up to my face, me leaning over it, because I am just so locked the fuck in. And this is the most suspenseful scene.
Yeah.
It's just,
notice how in this entire scene there's no music either.
No, yeah. It's them just like, because they have people tied up at this point, right?
Well, at first, like, MacReady's going to have them all tied up. And, like, no one wants to do it, obviously. Like, Childs is just like, you're going to have to kill me.
Yes, and
MacReady's like, bet.
Yeah, bitch, go ahead.
But this is when Clark decides to, like, try to be a hero. Because
everyone believes MacReady is the thing. So he goes to attack him.
And that's when MacReady, like, lightning fast reflexes, turns around and shoots Clark in the head and kills him. And what I love about that is, like, even though he shoots Clark in the head, like we just saw with Norris, like he died, but he was still a thing. So it's just like shooting Clark and killing him doesn't eliminate him as a thing, or Copper. So,
yeah. No, it's like they still test their blood.
Yeah, they have the bodies like tied up on a table or like a pool table in the corner while they're doing this.
Yeah.
So yeah, they tie everybody up, and MacReady, like, seeing Norris's head split off from the body is just like, that gave me an idea that every part of this thing is a whole, which is how the book describes it. Of just like, this organism, like, as we, like, humans, we have cells that, like, come together and structure to make life. The thing also has, but the thing is able to control every single, like, organism of itself. And that's how it's like every single part of it is a person. So MacReady comes up with the idea of just like, well, if we draw everybody's blood and like we stick a hot needle in it,
like attacking it,
like it will attack, because like regular human blood would just like fizzle and stuff like that. But like the thing's blood, since
it's a living organism, basically, it
will just jump out. And again, the blood scene is in the book. When they do the serum test, like it proves inconclusive because all the animals at the base have been like, they have thing blood in them, like they had turned into things.
Oh god!
So MacReady comes up with the idea of just like, we can do this blood test because like we can't like outsmart the thing; it can read our minds. But if we draw everybody's blood, that blood becomes a new entity that then can't read our minds. So it won't, like, obey and stay still when we hit it with a hot needle. It will react.
Okay.
So that's kind of how they get around, like, the telepathic part.
Ooh, interesting. Because I think in the movie, right, he has Knowles go first? Or does he do Doc and Clark first?
He does Windows first, because Windows ties everybody
Knowles was
up.
Before. No, you are right. He does do Windows first.
Because, like, Windows, like, he even, like, looks suspicious at first. Like, when he's backing away, he's like, he's almost doing a Kubrick stare.
Yeah, he like, really is. Yeah, as he's
heating up the needle.
And sticks it in, and it just fizzles.
It just fizzles.
And he's like,
I love how MacReady's like, well, I guess that means you're okay. Like, at that point... He's like,
pick up
at that point, it's, like, very suspenseful, because it's just like, well, maybe this isn't working. Like, we don't know. Like, it doesn't necessarily eliminate
even
anybody.
Childs at one point says, this is bullshit. I
well,
think it was
says after MacReady tests himself, he's like, that's a crock of shit.
Yeah. He's like, nah. He's like, this blood test ain't
He's
working.
like, this is bullshit.
But yeah, we go. It's Windows first.
It's Windows first. Then MacReady tests himself. Then it's Copper and Clark.
And then this is also when Child says, you're a murderer.
Yeah, because they test Clark and it comes back negative. Again, wild that he spent an hour and a half alone with the thing and didn't turn.
And like I said, belly rubs.
Yeah, gave him treats.
Yeah, he's like, that guy's cool.
He's like, who's your good boy? And, like,
and the thing's like,
I'm a good boy.
It's me, I'm a good boy.
I'm not going to turn you.
He's like, love you.
But yeah, that's when Childs is just like, well, Clark was human, and that makes you a murderer. And I was just like, does it? It was more self-defense. Clark was going to go after him, so...
I don't think MacReady should feel bad about that.
Also, at the same time, Clark, what'd you hope to, like, achieve if you stabbed him with a scalpel?
Yeah.
What, he turns into a thing and then it gets you?
Exactly. Yeah. But then I think he does Child's next.
No, he does Palmer next.
Oh, I thought it was Child's first
no.
and then Palmer. Oh.
Because, interestingly enough, like, he's got the fake hand.
Oh, because he does have the fake hand. And he says, once I do, like, we're going to fucking do you next.
Well, no, because Gary speaks up and Gary's like, this is pure nonsense. It doesn't prove a thing. And that's when MacReady's just like, I thought you'd say that. You were the only one who could get to that blood. We'll do you last.
Yes, that is the one that he
But what I love about the fake hand is when they test Clark earlier, they also have that fake hand. Kind of putting in your mind of just like, you don't necessarily think of it when you see it again.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that they do
because
that.
like you look at that scene, yeah, it's obviously a fake hand. Like there's no dexterity, there's no
it's
like
just,
fingernails.
Yeah, very much plastic.
Yeah. But yeah, it sticks the needle in and then best jump scare in horror history.
Scared the shit out of me, dude.
Scared the shit out of me when I first watched it.
Because the whole time, like because during the scene too, they're kind of bickering and going back and forth. Mm-hmm. So it's not like a lull. Like you're not, because you know how all jump scares, it gets quiet. You know, maybe the music like starts, building a little bit, and then it's boom. But with this, like they're arguing back and forth, and he's like, "You're the only one that could get to the blood. We're gonna do you last," and he sticks it in, and it just.
But you also don't expect it to happen this soon. You do feel like it would happen at the end or near the end.
No, but they do it with Palmer's blood, and it is beautifully done.
They do an effect, too, when the blood's on the floor and it just scatters away.
Yes, like I said.
I tried to remember where I found it. It's like they had to level the floor or something like that to make the blood run a certain way.
I like that.
Because at first I was just like,
I was wondering.
I was like, how the fuck they do that? Because it looks so seamless. It like makes a turn and then makes another turn. Mm-hmm. Like it's a great effect.
Like we were saying earlier, when Bennings was attacked by the thing, because at first there's blood everywhere, but then later when Windows comes back with MacReady, all the blood's gone, and it's because of the fact that the blood is an entity of itself.
And it went and got Palmer, probably.
Yeah, and this scene we see whenever the blood kind of jumps out after it's been like burned. He obviously drops the petri dish, and you see it fall on the floor, and the blood, run back and move towards whatever. It's so cool, and then, I love the shot of Palmer when because they're like, oh fuck, it's him, and they go back, and his eyes just start like bulging out of his face.
I thought you were gonna mention like before they test Palmer, like. MacReady's just like, okay, Palmer now. And we get a shot of Palmer's face where he's just like he's like, well, fuck, I'm about to be exposed. Also, like, Dean Cundy in the commentary, which, by the way, if you watch this movie, I'd recommend listening to the commentary with John Carpenter and Kurt Russell. Because, like, it sounds like just two dudes just talking about the movie.
Just hanging out.
Yeah, they're hanging out. Like, it's a very fun conversation. Like, Kurt Russell's laughing through the entire thing because, like, he finds a lot of things that they did funny. Mm-hmm. It's really entertaining. But, like, Dean Cundy in his commentary talks about, like, he intentionally, like, left out the light, like, sparkle in, light reflection in Palmer's eyes.
Yeah.
To, like, indicate that he's a thing. Mm-hmm. Which, a lot of people have, like, made theories around that.
They take this and run with it with every scene.
But it's inconsistent because, like, even earlier in that scene, Palmer has, like, eye, like, flare or something.
No,
like
it's
that.
kind of been debunked a little bit.
But like, I think Dean Cundy did that intentionally. Like, you can read it as just like he's about to reveal himself, so it's like all the light
has
leaves
left
his eyes.
Yeah. No, I've seen people in a Facebook group I'm a part of use that as like trying to pinpoint when other people throughout the film.
Yeah.
Like, oh, well, in this scene you can see. It's like, I don't think it's consistent.
No.
I think he just meant that one scene.
Like, literally early in the scene, Palmer does have it, so it's just like, it's not consistent.
No.
You can't use that as a gauge to tell who's a thing and who isn't.
Absolutely not. But people are silly.
But yeah, this is when Palmer, like, his face starts to fucking, like, bulge out and melt in a very weird stop motion effect.
It is so... This scene is kind of funny also. But
it gets very funny.
I would say the Palmer turning is probably the worst of the practical effects.
I would disagree with that. We'll get to it. We'll get to it near the end.
Okay. Because this one, it's dated. For sure. The
yeah,
other ones I feel like are less so.
There's a charm to it. Like
it's so charming. I love it.
I love when his head fucking splits open and then grabs windows and then like bites down on him. And then he does, like, flipping windows all over the place.
I was watching this.
I like how Window's body just kind of it looks like a dummy just flying everywhere.
Because, so yeah, Palmer, he gets out of his restraints and he just grabs Windows because, Windows, his flamethrower, he's shocked. It is not true. He's not flamethrowing.
Well, I take it Lovecraftian because Lovecraft in his stories always described like you look upon these creatures and your human mind can't comprehend what you're looking at. Yeah, I feel that way with Windows. Like a lot of people,
in such shock.
A lot of people get frustrated that he doesn't just hit him with the flamethrower, but it's just like he's looking at something that his brain can't comprehend.
No, he's paralyzed with fear. He doesn't know what the hell's going on.
MacReady's flamethrower just conveniently stopped working.
Of course. But I was watching this, and my boyfriend had just gotten home, and he didn't see what I was watching, but I was just cracking up. Because once Palmer gets a hold of Windows and his face opens up,
flipping them up everywhere, and like Windows' legs are just fucking flying everywhere.
It is so funny, but like amazing and such of its time. It's just like, this is charming as hell.
I just like how they try to hide it with like fast cuts, and like occasionally you'll see like the actual actor's legs like flailing around. They try to hide it as best they could. I like it as like
I love it so
It is
much.
such a manic and crazy, you can't help but find it funny.
Yes.
So
I was cracking up. But it's not like funny like this is bad. It's funny like this is just so 80s and I love it.
And it's just so chaotic.
Yes.
Like everything's like going crazy.
No, shit has broken loose.
Oh, I also forgot to mention early in that scene when Palmer's like turning into a thing. I don't know if you caught this, but like you hear like someone audibly scream, but you look at everyone in the room, no one's mouth is open.
Oh, I didn't.
That was an error. Like when they were looking back at the footage, like
yes, I did read this.
There was like no yell or anything, and it kind of left like this weird like audio like void going on. So they added in a scream, which doesn't make sense because no one's screaming. But what I like about it is just like it kind of almost feels like the Palmer thing's like inner voice screaming out.
Yeah,
is kind of how I interpret it. It adds an unsettling moment.
It does.
When he's like in his seat and just like shaking, turning into a thing. You just hear that non-bodied scream.
God, man, I wish I could go back and watch this for the first time again.
Me too. I fucking love it.
It's so freaking good.
But anyway, like Palmer gets Windows off, flings him into the corner, and that's when MacReady's flamethrower finally works.
Yeah.
And sets Palmer on fire, and then we get another homage to the 1951 Thing from Another World. Palmer on fire, breaking through the like outside and falling in the snow. Because in the Thing from Another World, they set the alien on fire in that, and he also jumps out into the cold to like
And fun fact about that little scene of him jumping out into the cold on fire.
That was a stunt double that
Yes.
clearly you added a bunch of padding on there.
Well, yeah.
Because it's like Palmer all of a sudden gained 50 pounds.
Mm-hmm. Well, the stunt guy was named Anthony Cecere.
Oh, okay.
So he was, quote unquote, the fire thing. And apparently...
that thing was fire.
It was fire. But apparently Anthony did a lot of fire stunts. He was known for it in the 80s. So if you watched an 80s movie and someone was on fire, it was probably him doing the stunt.
I wonder because like it looks similar to like at the end of Nightmare on Elm Street when Freddy's on fire. I wonder if that was him.
I want to look. We should look that up later.
Because in the end of Nightmare on Elm Street, Nancy sets Freddy on fire, and he also looks like he gained 50 pounds.
Like runs like that.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently, while they shoot this scene, they obviously have like protective gear. They have this gel that they put on them to ignite the flames
and to make sure that the actor doesn't get caught on fire.
But apparently, whenever they shoot scenes like this, I'm sure they probably have different technology now or different ways to do it. But he couldn't breathe that entire time because if he breathed in, he would have burned his lungs and died.
Yeah, makes sense.
So yeah, the whole time that he's running outside and then onto the ground, he could not breathe. But shout out to Anthony, he did great.
Nice.
Yeah.
Also, like at one point, I don't know if you catch it, but like as Palmer thing is breaking out, there is a quick cut where it's just like it's clearly a dummy on fire that's just being pulled on like a pulley that moves that way. I didn't notice it when I first watched it, but on subsequent watching, it's just like now I catch it every single time because it just glides across the screen.
Well, Anthony couldn't breathe for that long. So
yeah, that's true. That's true. But then, yeah, MacReady blows it up with TNT. Yeah. And a lot of people are just like, well, now there's particles of thing everywhere. And it's just like, I feel like it all fizzled out when it exploded. Anyway.
Anyways.
But yeah, then Windows gets the worst death in the entire movie because he's like in the corner. He's covered in ooze, and he's slowly starting to be taken over. And then MacReady fucking flamethrowers him. So not only is he like turning, but now he's being burned alive.
This reminds me of, well, I guess they kind of did the same thing in the prequel, the 2011 thing, when I can't remember the character's name, but it's the one whenever the I guess the doctor his arm comes off
and it attaches to that dude's face. Yeah.
And she then later sees him and you could tell like he's slowly turning.
It's like morphing into his face and then they said
she burns him.
Yeah, that's not as good as this.
No.
Like it's horrifying.
But you can tell that it's like
well, I mean, the Thing prequel is essentially just a remake where they're just like, oh, but it's prequel.
But it's not the same, you guys. It was before, even though we took some things from the Thing.
It's almost the exact same movie.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, since the Norwegian base is supposed to foreshadow the American base, is just like, yeah, it kind of has to be the same thing. But it's not satisfying.
No, it's not. We digress. We already talked about it.
But anyway, yeah, just seeing like Windows like fucking squirming in the corner is just like, oh, I hate to see it.
I liked Windows too.
I liked him too. I like how panicky he is the entire time.
He was very
Childs, what if we're wrong about him?
He's very very squirrely.
It's a shame. I like this actor. Let me bring up his name.
What's his name?
Thomas
Pikachu.
It's Clefairy. Fuck.
Anyways, what's his name?
His name is Thomas Waits. I've only seen one other film with him in it, The Warriors. He was in that.
Oh, okay, nice.
I think it was part of The Warriors. So, pretty good movie. We should do The Warriors.
The Warriors?
Yeah, come out to play.
Okay, yeah, definitely.
It's a good movie. I really like Warriors.
Yeah, because I haven't seen that.
Yeah. We can do that and like Escape from New York like in the same month because they're kind of almost the same movie.
Are they? Okay, let me write that down.
It'd be another John Carpenter movie too. Escape from New York.
Warriors. I spelled that wrong. Warriors.
I also don't want to bring it up, but you also spelled The Shining wrong on the...
Oh, did I?
You spelled it The Shinning.
The Shinning.
Which is what they used in The Simpsons.
That's funny.
Boy, you got the shinin.
I
mean shining. Shh, you want to get sued?
I do the drag text.
Yeah.
Like that, so I probably went like that, and it was
The
just like,
shinning.
see, I just tried it and it said doing, so that says singing. Yeah, I did my best.
Doing some singing.
Doing some singing. Anyways, though,
yeah, they decide to then do the rest of the blood test.
Yeah.
This is when they get to Knowles.
Mm-hmm.
They do Knowles next. And a great comedic like timing of just like MacReady does Knowles, and then you see like an up close of like Knowles like crying face, and then cut. Knowles has a flamethrower standing next to MacReady.
He's ready.
Yeah.
And then they do Childs.
They do Childs. I like how Childs is just like, let's do this. Because now he's on board.
He's like, okay.
He's like, actually, there's some pretty compelling evidence that this is accurate.
I actually think this might work now. It's maybe not a crockable.
But yeah, Childs is not a thing. And then I love him. He's just like, get me the hell out of here. Get me away.
Yeah, because they're very convinced that Gary is also the thing because of the fact that the blood was tampered with. But then we find out
Gary is not a thing either.
No.
And then he delivers the funniest line in the entire movie. He's just like, when you gentlemen find the time, I would rather not spend the rest of this winter tied to this fucking couch.
Yup. And
love it.
Like
excellently delivered. It's great. I also love how they pan out a little bit and you just see him sitting there still tied up. Just
with his like hands in his lap. But then they're like, okay, we need to go give Blair the test now.
We need to make sure that Blair is not a thing. Interestingly enough, like we see Childs, he's like standing guard outside. Notice in this scene though, he's starting to fall asleep.
Is he?
Like he nods off a little bit before MacReady comes in and says, "We're giving Blair the test." Again, like I'm building up some like part of my theories for the end of this movie. But yeah, Childs is like he's very tired. He's like nodding off.
Yeah, because you can tell. I mean, because like you said, there's kind of a time skip. 48 hours, 2 days. I'm sure none of these guys have been having very sound night's sleep.
No, even MacReady says in that scene of just like, everyone's very tired. I can imagine like no one has been sleeping because they're paranoid that someone's going to come in and turn them in their sleep.
Absolutely. Because you can't even like take watch.
You can't even piss in peace.
No, probably not either.
Probably not. Some guy's going to walk in and is like, want me to shake it for you? And then you turn into a thing.
Good Lord. But they go to check on Blair. I think it's MacReady.
It's MacReady, it's Knowles, and it's Gary.
Oh, Gary's with them? I knew it was MacReady and Knowles, but...
No, MacReady, Knowles, Gary, because it's just the four of them left.
Okay, yeah.
With Blair outside. But they get to the shack and, like, doors wide open.
And Knowles is like...
With doors wide open.
I'm 6 feet
from the edge and I'm kicking. Maybe 6 feet is not so bad. It's getting late. We're getting tired.
I know. I'm so tired. My knees
Can you take me? No. Okay, we're done with Creed for now.
My knees are achy too because of the weather.
I mean, my knees are aching, but it's because I'm fucking 34. So.
No, mine get worse when the weather's like, ugh.
I mean, that makes sense. But anyway, yeah, they discover that there's a tunnel underneath the shack that Blair has been working on, I guess.
And there is a ship.
A tiny little UFO.
So cute, by the way. Adorable.
Like, I find it infinitely funny of just the image of just, like, Wilford Brimley just in this tiny little UFO, just Jetson style,
just blasting off.
It should be noted in the book, with the blood test, they do it on fucking 37 people, and 14 of them are the thing. But it's similar.
So crazy.
It's similar. They locked Blair in the shed because he went stir crazy, just like paranoid earlier. And they get out to where they keep him, and it's almost the same thing, except instead of a ship, it has built like an anti-gravity device that it can use to like lift itself off and carry itself. And basically the book ends with them like stopping Blair, who was the last thing. And it was just like they did it in the nick of time because it almost had it finished.
Oh,
and
wow.
almost took off.
So it just like...
Yeah, he would just like, I guess it's almost like a jetpack. Just...
Yeah. We're out
Again,
of here.
Wilford Brimley just...
That is so funny.
So funny.
So yeah, he's escaped. They find the ship. And it's so weird. I don't know why. I remember this like being, they went back to the site where they found the original ship, but I think I was getting that and then the second one mixed up because I'm like, no, this is all underneath.
No, in the prequel
shed.
they go back to the ship because they're just like, it's still buried under the ice. We have to come up with an excuse how it's not.
Yeah, exactly. But no, this they are deciding to blow up the place.
Well, first they see Childs. He leaves the base.
Oh, they do see him leaving, and they're
like,
"Yo,
Null sees it, and he's like, "Guys, come here!" And yeah, Childs fucking he scurries off.
Yeah, that's not. I've always been suspicious of that because it's like, why else is he running off?
I'll bring up like some more evidence of just like Childs and stuff like that because earlier, before we see Childs run off, we get this POV shot. Like, most people probably don't even think of this, of just a POV shot going through the base. It first pans down to, like, the generator room, which is where they end up later. But, like, it pans up, and where Childs was stationed, he is gone now. And, like, the door is wide open with snow coming in. But pay attention. Not only are the coats different from where they are earlier, as in they ripped through his clothes and now he had to grab a different coat, but the door behind Childs is also open. So, and again, like he was nodding off earlier.
He was. Oof. Dang.
Like I said, there's evidence that I'm building up here.
I like that.
And then Childs, he leaves and we don't see him for the rest of this climax.
Yeah. Till the end.
Yeah. But yeah, MacReady's just like, we're probably not getting out of this alive.
No.
But neither is that thing.
Yeah, he's like, let's be real, we're all gonna die here.
And he's like, it just wants to freeze.
Because it's like, now it's wanting to leave. We could see it's building a ship, it's trying to get the fuck out of here. What we can do, though, is freeze it.
And he's like, let's just
blow. Or, well, no, actually... No, they're trying not to have him freeze. They're trying to blow him the fuck up.
So they're just like, we'll destroy the entire base, and it will warm everything up for a while.
Because he was like, if he does escape, which is bad, but if he freezes and the rescue team comes, he's just going to get thawed out and this shit's going to happen again. So we need to blow him the hell up.
So this is when they just start fucking throwing Molotov cocktails everywhere.
Molotov cocktails and dynamite. They're just
from all the alcohol that MacReady's been drinking.
Bro.
Like they use all those empty bottles to create. Yeah, there's so many.
So many.
I think like
they got like a crate.
Yeah,
full.
and also I think is holding a crate full of them.
And like every room, lighting one, throwing it in.
Well, if you look, even
dynamite.
In MacReady's like jacket pocket, he's got like a few of them ready. Yeah.
No, wild.
MacReady be drinking. No wonder he's fucking mellow throughout the entire movie.
No, he really does. But then the power goes out.
Well, the power goes out after Childs leaves.
Oh, is it? Okay, I thought this was after.
Which is, like, again...
For some reason, I thought they were running through, blowing shit up when the lights were on.
No, the lights were off.
Were they?
At that point.
I'm imagining.
But, like, the lights going off after Childs leaves, again, I'm building up evidence here for what's going on.
Because, they're also trying to get to the generator, too, to see what the hell happened there.
They get down there, and Gary's just like, it's gone. And MacReady's just like, is there any way we can fix it? And Gary's like, it's gone, MacReady.
He's like, no, it's literally
gone. Like, the thing picked it up and took it somewhere else.
What if we picked it up?
What if we took the generator and pushed it over there?
That's what the thing did. He just pushed it over there.
Patrick Starr's The Thing, confirmed.
Confirmed.
Added into this shared cinematic universe.
I was going to say, in the same universe as Harry Potter.
Do you think Patrick would be Team Edward or Team Jacob?
Probably.
He would be Team Jasper.
I was going to say he would be like Team like Charlie or something. I hope Charlie. Everyone should be Team Charlie now, by the way.
I need to watch Twilight to understand.
Team Charlie
that,
is Bella's dad, and
Oh,
he's
okay.
literally the only normal one.
Oh, yeah. Okay, Mustache Dad.
Yeah.
That's how I know him.
Yeah, Mustache Dad.
Yeah, fair enough.
Only one who even has a lick of fucking sense. Only normal guy there. Anyways, though.
Anyway, this
generator's gone.
Yeah. And MacReady's just like, let's bring this whole building down into the ice. So they start setting up TNT everywhere to be detonated. And this is when Gary gets got.
The scene of Blair coming up and just grabbing his face.
I love the little jump scare cue of just like I don't know what that sound effect is, but it's just like
and his fingers and hand just like,
oh my god, just going under his skin and then stretching it out, just like, ugh.
It's so gross.
I also love how it's covering the mouth so that way he doesn't scream. Yeah. In space, no one can hear you scream through Wilford Brimley's hand.
Yeah. I felt like, didn't they have another tagline besides the old?
Yeah, it's man is the warmest place to hide.
That I wish they would have kept that.
That's a good one, yeah.
But then they freaking changed it whenever the box office bombed.
I think they also changed it because it's very similar to Aliens in Space. No one can hear you scream. So
I like the man is the
warmest place to hide.
Yeah.
I like it too.
That's
but it's also
better.
kind of gay.
I like it. Hiding a man, but not really.
Just get in that man.
Get in that man now. Well, oh yeah, but they're placing TNT. Gary gets got. This part makes me mad because Knowles.
What is it? Just Knowles just wandering off, and we never figure out what happens to him.
Because Knowles sees Gary get got. He doesn't say MacReady or anything, and obviously he doesn't because we wouldn't have the scene. But
well, we don't really know what Knowles sees. He kind of just wanders off.
Well, because I thought he saw.
Well, he
Gary
saw the really cool
dragged.
effect of just Gary's face now just fused with his hand and dragged off.
Yes.
I think he sees it, but at the same time it's just I don't know, it's just he kind of just gets up and walks away.
No, he's like, oh, doesn't say anything.
Yeah, just leaves and then we never see him again.
Never again. He's gone. I walked away to prove my point.
My theory has always been he just fused into the giant thing that we get at the end. But apparently, canonically, because there is a video game of this, the Thing video game, which I have played some of it.
Nice. And apparently it is canon, according to John Carpenter.
According to John Carpenter, I'm not sure how I feel about it because it kind of ruins the ending of this movie.
Oh.
But anyway, you kind of, as you're exploring the base, you find Null's body. And it's just he was murdered. He didn't assimilate into the thing.
He was murdered?
Yeah, murdered.
Who murdered him?
Can you imagine the moida that's going on?
What happened? Who murdered him?
I feel like the thing just killed him.
Oh.
Because, you find him, it's it's hard to describe. He's got, a gash in his side. It looks like part of his body's, bent back or something like that. It kind of fucked him up.
Well, apparently they filmed the scene of Knowles being attacked or whatever.
I guess I cut it because I'm guessing for time or something.
I think it was for time.
But it was always my thing of just he just assimilated into the giant.
I just thought it was so funny that the quietest death ever. He literally sees something off and just walks away.
I do like MacReady's just at first he's how's it coming in there? And then he goes to say it again and gets halfway through his sentence and then he realizes, oh, now I'm alone. Mm-hmm. It's just me now.
Yeah. I liked that part, that scene where he's like, oh, shit.
And this is when we get giant Blair thing. And this is where I feel the practicals for me don't really do it for me. Because it's just a giant animatronic that barely moves. Mm-hmm. It's just standing there just
kind of just swaying back and forth.
Apparently, and I don't really like the stop motion tentacles that come up either. It looks hokey.
It does.
A little bit.
And apparently they wanted, the scene was longer as well, and they cut this as well. But they had a part of it turn into the dog, and it was apparently supposed to chase after MacReady,
which they kind of still do. The little dog thing comes out and it's just
yeah, but apparently it comes out and like chases him.
Yeah.
But that whole thing was stop motion,
Yeah,
and they cut that because they're like it just looked weird.
I saw some of the footage of it, and it's just like, I didn't like it.
And
no,
it was not good.
But yeah, I don't like the giant. Like, I like the whole like it's half Blair's face and then half this like giant claw thing. It's just so weird. It's just like a giant statue thing that barely moves, and it's just like, as an ending thing, it's kind of disappointing.
It's a little, compared to everything else we've seen, it felt like this maybe was like, I don't know, rough.
So,
it seemed like, I don't know, maybe rushed, but I don't think it was rushed. I feel like they probably took a lot of time with this.
I feel like they didn't really know how to make it work, so they kind of just did this, and they did what they kind of just got through it as quick as they could. Because Kurt Russell, like, he gets a stick of dynamite, he has it lit, and then he does the most necessary forward roll in all of cinema.
Oh, yeah.
I just love it. He just does forward roll.
Yeah.
Gets that one-liner, and fuck you too. Throws the dynamite, blows it up, in a huge explosion that makes Oppenheimer, like, feel impotent.
Yeah, seriously. It was giant. It's like, did you really plant that much TNT?
I can imagine. TNT is like, the explosions of TNT are like bigger than we think it is.
Oh, okay.
Like, I think in our modern day where we have like fucking nuclear weapons and stuff like that, we forget how destructive TNT actually is.
That's true.
But yeah, the American base is now destroyed, and seemingly the last person alive is MacReady. He's walking out in the snow. He's got his fucking alcohol again.
I'm pretty sure it's just like, I'm going to freeze to death out here. Might as well stay warm with this
alcohol. I just like the image of him going back to his shack to grab it. Yeah. And then going back out to the cold.
He still had one from his Molotov cocktails.
Anyway, he sits down, and who shows up? It's Childs.
Fucking Childs, dude.
And Childs is just like, did you kill it?
And it's just like, where the hell have you been?
Well, MacReady asks is just like, Childs, where the hell have you been, Loca?
Yes, he did.
And the reason he gives is just like, he said he thought he saw Blair and went out after him and then got lost in the storm. So here's where the character inconsistency comes in to build evidence, because a lot of this ending is just like, well, who's the thing? Is MacReady the thing, or is Childs the thing? And it's just like, Childs throughout the movie is like the most just like, fuck this and fuck everything. This is where the character inconsistency comes up, where it's like, Childs throughout the entire movie was the most just like, let him freeze out there, just let him stay out there. And it's like, all of a sudden, he's just like, I thought I saw Blair.
So I
went out after him. It's like, Childs, no.
That's true. I feel like he would have just, if he saw him, I don't think he would have really given a shit, or if he would have waited until he came to him, or been on guard.
Or like, he would have just waited for Blair to come and then like,
exactly,
blast him with the flamethrower. Also should be noted, like, when Childs went out, that's when the power went out, which means that Blair was in the generator room.
Yeah,
which means
so
like he didn't really see Blair out there.
No, he was down in the generator. That's true. I like this. Because, that makes more sense. I already felt like Childs was probably... Because, I mean, I know people always use, like, oh, you can't see Childs' breath.
Which, actually, you can.
You can. That has been debunked a lot of times.
Not only that, but, like, Bennings, earlier, when he screamed, you can see his breath. See the breath. So it's like, that's not... Again, that's not a thing.
Yeah.
There's like the gasoline theory, which is in the bottle that MacReady has, since he was making Molotov cocktails, is that there's actually fuel in there. So when he hands it to Childs and Childs drinks it, being a thing, he wouldn't know the difference. But I don't think that's true.
I don't think so either.
Like, any animal that drinks gasoline would instantly spit it out. Because, like, gasoline's disgusting.
Well, and then the thing is...
It's like, a perfect...
a replica, so it would have the taste buds and be like, this is bad. Because, like we said, it gets sick and everything, too, so then it's like, it would...
But here's the thing. Like, as much as I don't like the gasoline theory, what I do like is that MacReady does hand Childs the drink and then Childs drinks it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, why would Childs do that? If any small particle of this thing could get to you, why would you actively take a drink from another person? Like,
that's true.
Unless you yourself are a thing and don't care.
Yeah, you wouldn't even think twice about that.
And that's why I've interpreted like MacReady's laugh.
And I feel like Childs, like, he's very on edge, like obviously before. So I feel like he would have been like, no, like I'm good. I feel like he wouldn't have taken it then because he would have been super suspicious of. And I feel like he wouldn't have let that go so easily. Just been like, oh, you killed it? Okay, cool. Let me sit down right next to you. Because I feel like if it was actually Childs, he'd be like, how do I know that you're not the thing? Like, we need to figure that out now.
It's unfortunate.
Like he would be more on edge.
It's unfortunate that the prequel kind of ruins this because in the prequel they establish just like inorganic material can't be replicated by the thing. So the whole like ending of that movie is just like Joel Edgerton has an earring that he no longer has and reaches for the wrong ear when Mary Elizabeth Winstead brings it up. Well, at the end of the movie, you can clearly see in Child's ear he has an earring. Yeah, kind of ruins it. It tells you that if you consider it canon, it tells you that Child's is not a thing. And even in the video game at the end, I think they just find Child's frozen and he's not a thing.
He's not. Oh. I do like that he is the thing, though. Especially after all the stuff that...
Well, that
you brought up.
There's four camps that you can fall in with this ending. It's either MacReady is the thing, Childs is the thing, they're both things, or neither of them are the thing. And it just kind of depends on what you choose. I don't think both of them are the thing.
No.
Because that wouldn't make any sense. They'd just be like, hey, what's up, man?
They'd be like, what? We did it.
I'll see you when I wake up.
Dab each other up and shit.
Yeah. There was a brief period in like 2012 where it's like, I thought that MacReady could have been the thing. Where it's like, I interpreted him like handing the bottle to Childs as just like, MacReady infected it and now he's infecting Childs. I don't think that's really how I like to interpret it.
Yeah.
To me, I would lean towards Childs being the thing because there's a lot of evidence throughout the movie that I've brought up that could indicate that he is the thing. But honestly, like, looking at it, the type of ending that I really like that when I think of this movie is just like, well, neither of them are the thing.
That's what, the first couple of times, I think up until now, I was always just like, I don't think either of them are the thing.
It fits in with the nihilistic ending of just like, they saved the planet, but both of them are going to perish because they're so paranoid of each other that like they don't realize they're both human.
No, I feel like that too. And just like, even like they never, even in death, they didn't have any peace.
Yeah.
Because they were just the whole time, like, you're the thing, no, you're the thing. Like, I can't trust you, kind of thing.
At the same time, like, no matter what you kind of think, what I like about this ending the most is just, like, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if one of them is the thing, if neither of them are the thing, if both of them are the thing. The whole point of the movie is just, like, you will never know. And that adds the type of suspense. We talked about with Halloween, how that movie ends with just, like, Michael gets up, goes away, and then like the fear in the audience is just like Michael can show up anywhere and it can be anywhere. This one does a similar thing where it's just like you will never know who's a thing, and like you as an audience will have that unanswered question that will just eat at you for the rest of your life. Like, it's been 40 years since this movie's released, and people still debate.
There's, that Facebook group, man, it's crazy.
Yeah, I know. So it's like Carpenter once again put the fear in the audience of just like, who's the thing, who's not the thing. And by not answering it, he solidifies the ending of just like, this is the ultimate like paranoia.
Yeah, I love it.
Because me too.
I love an ending like that.
Perfect ending that this movie could have had. You don't answer.
I'm so glad they didn't do, because I know they shot a couple different endings, and I think one of them was like they were rescued, or at least, and
MacReady,
MacReady, I think, was rescued.
was rescued, and then the doctors did a test, and they're just like, "You're not a thing," and MacReady's just like, "Fantastic!"
Like, I'm the hero. Yeah,
apparently he
filmed
that just in case like the studios didn't let him do this ending, so it's just like, okay, I'll do one that's like a happy ending.
And I think the studio only okayed this ending because they said, well, we need the audience to know that the thing,
the Blair thing,
that is actually dead and gone.
Which is fair, because like I'm fine with that being dead and gone.
I'm cool with that too.
Because like the added suspense to that is just like, well, now you have two men left and you have no idea.
And one of them could be it or not.
Thing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah.
Yeah, that's The Thing. Fucking masterpiece of a film.
Best horror movie ever.
John Carpenter's best film.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, at least. I know, like, I think I've had discussions with this with people from Margaret.
Mm-hmm.
Not from the one that we worked at, but a different one. Where it's like, I put Thing above Halloween. And, like, I had a few people just be like, what? But Halloween's amazing. It's just like, no, but The Thing, man. The thing knocks it out of the park.
It really, really does. It is just... And, like, I feel like Halloween has such... Because of the fact that you have that Michael Myers. You have that figure.
Mm-hmm.
So you could really sell that. You can merchandise that. It's easy. With The Thing, I feel like it's slightly hard. And, of course, this flopped, too, at first.
Yeah.
But it's a little harder to market this.
Not impossible. Like, I have a MacReady...
Yeah, I was like,
NECA figure right there.
Slightly harder, especially if you're wanting, because shout out to MacReady, to Kurt Russell, but I wouldn't want you as my home decor.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
I get that.
But like this thing I got you, love that.
It's incredible.
Yes.
But yeah, no, love this film. It's stand the test of time over 40 years later. Like, I can't say enough good things about it. In fact, when I rated this, I'm going to do something new for this.
Yeah.
So, usually, like, when we do our rating system for, like, how we do this, we usually do, like, letterbox system.
Yeah.
So, it's, like, by increments of, like, 0.5. Mm-hmm. So, you do, like, a 1 or a 1.5 or a 2, 2.5. I'm going to change that up a little bit with my top ones. I'm going to go for this one. I'm rating it a 4.7.
Nice.
So
that's almost a 5.
I know, right?
I rated this a 5.
Oh, I get you.
Yeah, because I'm like, this is my favorite. I feel like...
No, because Hellboy's your favorite. But where does this fall in your top 5?
I don't know. I need to, like, figure that out in my top 5. I feel like this is probably the second one, though.
Okay, that makes sense.
Well, I feel like I do have a top 5 on my letterbox. Let's see. I think they do like top 4. Where's my profile?
Oh yeah, they do the favorite 4 thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, I go there. Oh, that profile. Duh. Yeah, I have Hellboy, The Thing, Brick, The Host, and I don't know what my 5th one would be.
Oh, okay. A Clockwork Orange. No, just kidding.
Definitely no. I could probably look back through my diary and see. But no, like, those are definitely my top 4 for sure.
That has me more excited to watch Brick, so.
Oh, dude, Brick is so good. Jay's going to want to be on for that. I know he said that already.
Yes, I believe he did, yeah. Did he also say for Mad God?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because that's on my October list, too.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm. I feel like Mad God would probably be one up there as well. But... I mean, those are like, it's hard because I have movies that are my top that I just enjoy watching, and then other ones that I'm like, I enjoy, but also I know that this is like cinematically a good movie, and then also just movies that I'm like, these are cinematically good, but like maybe like I don't enjoy them like as much as, you know what I mean? So it's hard for me to pick.
I mean, my top 50 films span like a whole bunch of films. Like there's some foreign films in there. There's some films where it's just like, and maybe it's not like, socially deep, like cinema and stuff like that, but they're fun watches. Like Back to the Future for me is like that. So
that's why it's hard for me to like rank like one higher than the other, because like, I mean, I love How the Grinch Stole Christmas. I've seen that movie so many times.
I mean, I get you.
Yeah.
For me,
Dinosaur, love that movie.
Oh, the Disney one.
Yeah, you can't
Okay.
fucking tell me that's a bad movie. Letterboxd.
You-
Fuck you guys.
You are the only other person in my entire life that I have known outside my family who also likes that movie.
Dude, dinosaurs.
I loved that
fucks.
movie when I was a kid. I
It's-
fucked with that movie
Oh,
when I was a
I
kid.
had so many of the toys. I remember when McDonald's had the little like.
Yes, the Carnotaurus, yeah.
Yes, I'm gonna get that tattooed on my back.
Do you know like the extent for me for dinosaur? My dad actually built me like a wooden Carnotaurus.
That is so dope.
Mm.
I love that. No, I was so obsessed with dinosaurs when I was younger. So dinosaur was like peak for me when I was a child. But yeah, I had a bunch of little dinosaur figures that I'd always play with.
That
And
makes sense.
during bath time, I would have a war going on.
My mom can tell you like 3 of the movies in my childhood that would be on like constant rotation would be probably Jurassic Park, Dinosaur, and Land Before Time.
I was gonna say Land Before Time, Dinosaur, and We're Back, a dinosaur story.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be. Never mind, I'm changing October.
Oh yeah, and We're Back was also
Yes,
on there. Yeah,
We're Back is so good,
Roll back the clock to the dawn of time and sing this song with me.
dude.
I used to listen to
It's
that
so fire.
during overnight.
Yeah, it's oh my! You should have came over and blasted that shit. in
Yeah,
my
whenever
ear.
I was having a bad night, I would just be like rocking out to John Goodman. Roll back the clock to the dawn of time.
Oh, bro, sorry.
Also,
Dinosaurs.
Also, when I did overnights, I would just listen to the Thing soundtrack as well.
It's good. It's good.
It's good.
So yeah, if you ask me what my this one definitely my favorite horror movie.
This is my favorite horror movie too.
Like it's
Like again, in my top 5, this is my only horror film.
it is,
so.
and it rightfully so, because it has the practical effects, the body horror, the suspense, the thrill, the mystery. It's beautiful.
It's
great
amazing,
storytelling.
honestly. Congratulations, John Carpenter. You don't need that congrats from me, but like still.
But still, yeah. I mean, it's kind of shitty that it flopped.
I hate that. But anyway, I guess before we get into Letterboxd, where do we see like the future of this? Because John Carpenter has kind of announced that there is a Thing 2 in the works. Do we need it?
No,
I don't think we do.
I don't think we do either.
I feel like any attempt to make a sequel to this, you would have to kind of undo what this ending does.
Yeah.
In some fashion.
I don't know how you would do a sequel to this, honestly. And then even if they did, they would have to make it practical effects.
There was one idea that I saw online from a video that I watched that I actually kind of like. I don't think like they'll do it. But like it would basically be like a rescue team goes down to Antarctica. They find the frozen bodies of MacReady and Childs, and they bring them back to America. And then you cut to like nearly 3 years later, and like almost the whole world has been taken over by the Things, except for like a small faction of government in the U.S., which goes into an underground bunker to save themselves. And that way you can create the same kind of paranoia that's going on, that maybe someone in this base is like
maybe
a thing.
someone like has to step out. Yeah, okay.
And since we cut, we never figure out like if Childs or MacReady is a thing. But what it does spoil is just like, well, one of them is
one of
a
them
thing.
wasn't. But that's
Yeah.
fine, because I feel like anyways, like that's kind of
Yeah.
but
like I
that
said,
would be-
I don't think they do it. And the unfortunate part is I feel like if they do make a sequel, it's probably going to flop again.
It will. I don't think it would be as good. It's hard to make a good sequel besides Shrek 2.
Yeah, true. Well, we're going to talk about The Dark Knight at some point.
I was like, The Dark Knight is good. And like I said, didn't even know that was a sequel. I just watched it by itself.
I would say Aliens, but we all know your opinion on that.
Sorry.
I'm just kidding. I'm giving you a hard time.
But I and like I said, it would have to be heavy practical effects, because that's what makes the Thing so amazing. One of the parts.
You would have to get John Carpenter in there to some capacity. I don't know what, like, even as producer, you would have to have him on board somehow.
Yeah. It would be tough, and I don't think that it would go over well.
No.
Mm-mm.
And also, before we get to Letterboxd, I want to bring up a fun little thing that I also like about this movie. So the score is done by Ennio Morricone, who I don't know if you know who that is.
I'm bad with names.
He's a very famous composer in Hollywood. He was most known in the 60s for doing scores for spaghetti westerns. If you know the movie Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, he's the one who did the theme for that.
Oh, okay. Nice.
That's him. He did the score for this, which I always find odd because John Carpenter usually does his own scores.
Yeah.
And the score in this sounds like a John Carpenter score anyway.
Reminiscent.
But anyway, years after, Ennio Morricone did the score for The Hateful Eight for Tarantino, which Tarantino, normally he doesn't like to bring in, composers to make music, because, he fears that it won't be good enough because he writes scenes in his head to specific music.
Okay.
So he always fears of, rejecting artists and their music. But he hired Ennio Morricone to do the score for that. And then Ennio Morricone got nominated for an Oscar for The Hateful Eight and won. The only Oscar he ever got. Unfortunately, he passed away, I think, in 2020. But what I find funny about all of this is that half the score of The Hateful Eight is just the unused score from The Thing. Oh. And even sitting in the theaters, there was a certain cue where it's just it clicked for me. I was just this is a score from The Thing.
I love that.
So I find it hilarious that Ennio Morricone won an Oscar for The Hateful Eight, but it technically won it for The Thing.
For The Thing.
Which is funny because The Thing got nominated for a Razzie Award for Worst Score.
I saw that when I was looking up, and I was like, the worst score? I was like, this music kind of popped off. Yeah. What are you talking about?
Anyway, I find that whole situation funny. Ennio Morricone won an Oscar technically for his score for The Thing.
He said, fuck you guys. I love that.
Anyway, who the fuck cares what we have to say?
It doesn't matter. You could have skipped that whole 3 hours.
Skipped everything.
Yes.
Now we get to what does Letterboxd have to say? I have a few here. I think I talked last week about how I screenshotted this while screenshotting ones for Clockwork Orange because I was reading through some of them and some of them fucking pissed me off.
Yeah.
So we'll get into it, but you go first.
Yes,
so.
And like how I did my Clockwork Orange, I only screenshotted a little bit because this is your month. You shine.
Oh, me?
Yes.
Oh, well,
this is all about you.
I tried to show the same restraint when it comes to your month.
You're like, I screenshotted 50.
I screenshotted 512. Do you think that's a bit much?
Maybe a little bit. I only screenshotted 5. Okay, so this is my first one. Half star. All capital letters. Dog shit. Period. This movie was boring. Nothing happened. Effects looked like shit and way too predictable. Didn't like when the dogs died. Awful movie.
Predictable? This movie?
That's wild to say.
I saw Palmer's head splitting open from a mile away.
Yeah, literally. Who else? Yeah, Palmer devouring windows. I knew that was gonna happen first 5 minutes. Called it.
I saw coming from a mile away Blair being like, "I'll kill you."
I forgot to talk about I'll kill you.
Yeah.
Bah, bah, bah.
Come on, Blair. You don't want to hurt anybody. I'll kill you.
So funny.
Great line delivery.
It really was. I really liked the actor who played Blair.
Wilford Brimley.
He did a really good job.
He's the diabetes guy.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah, he's the one who's just like diabetes.
Really?
Yeah, that's him.
What the
You don't recognize him because in those commercials he has a huge handlebar mustache.
He does.
But that's Wilford Brimley, so.
What the I love that. Okay, half star. Points for the SFX, but the more I look at other people reviewing this movie, the more annoyed I get. Because, the only thing making this movie good really is the SFX. And I don't care.
No.
No, and I don't care much for the SFX. when I'm watching a movie. I care about the story, but I feel like the movie absolutely doesn't stand on its own if you aren't relying on the SFX to convince yourself that TJIS, but they meant this, is the best movie ever. Ugh. Characters had clear personalities, but I saw no reason to feel attached to them or feel that their deaths had any weight. Even Dungarupa, look that up, hold on. Dungarupa had more emotion behind it. Like, you just watched your friend burn alive. Why does no one give a fuck? And I looked up what the hell Dungarupa was.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm saying that right. I apologize for people who know that.
Hi, I'm the editor. It took me forever for me to realize that Nikki was talking about Danganronpa, and it's really funny because I don't know. I'm 23 years old and chronically online, so I know what Danganronpa is. And if you don't know what it is, but you like really frustrating gameplay and lots of unnecessary dialogue, but also interesting character deaths, then you should look it up.
But that's literally what it reminded me of. But apparently it's a Japanese visual novel. It's centered around high school students forced into a mutual killing game by a sadistic bear named Monokuma, where they must murder each other to escape, with the survivors holding class trials to identify the killers.
So, like, Battle Royale?
I don't know why they must be a big Dungarupa fan or not.
Because,
I don't know.
Because what the fuck is that, and what
What
point does it have to do with this movie?
If you're a Dungarupa fan,
if you like Dunkaroos, please write down below.
Let us know. But yeah, I thought that was funny because I was like, yo, what the hell? And then
Also, no story? What? This movie?
The Thing, John Carpenter's
relying on its special effect. Like I said, there's a good 30 minutes of this movie where there's nothing, and like the paranoia is carrying you.
No, we talked so much about how like this meshes so many like different genres kind of together, and it does it so nicely that yes, obviously, like I said, if you do a prequel, that's why I'm so upset about the prequel, but the prequel or a sequel or anything like that that surrounds a thing, you do need practical effects because that is what makes this movie, it's one of the things that makes this movie amazing, but you also have to have the suspense, the thrill, the mystery. Like, you need more than just that.
I can just imagine this person on their phone during all the talky bits.
Oh my god, this fucking sucks. All the talky bits.
Yeah.
Okay, and this one is half star. Why does anyone like this? A bunch of question marks. Genuinely a terrible movie, 2 question marks. And then a lot of the rest of this is misspelled. Like the ending didn't even have the balls to tell us.
At first I thought you grabbed us one that I screenshotted. That's just insane.
Yeah. But yeah, this is like the ending didn't even have Herver the balls to tell us who the alien was with a Z.
That's the point.
Like what?
It's the Blair Witch all over again, where it's where's the witch?
Yeah.
No.
And it's like it didn't have the balls to tell us. It's like, what do you mean it didn't?
What do you mean? That's the point.
Yeah, like it's for you to like it's the fun.
It's
fun,
the suspense. You are not supposed to know.
Yeah, you dumb big idiot.
You fucking idiot.
But yeah, and that was it. Those are mine.
Here are mine. Half a star. I don't know. Call me a fake film lover, bro. This movie sucks.
Fake film lover.
I feel like people are pretending to like it because it's old. Crying crying emoji. No. It's not well written at all, and it just felt so rushed. Rushed? A John Carpenter film? Rushed? Unless you're talking about Big Trouble in Little China, there is no Carpenter film that's rushed.
Yeah.
The only good thing about it was the horror part of it. So, you know, the
whole
movie.
Thing. Yeah, okay.
I like that kind of horror, but also killing the dogs was so unnecessary. I can handle watching people die, but when animals get involved, it makes me sick.
Yeah.
I mean, true, but like, I don't think it was unnecessary.
Like I
there's
said,
a story reason behind it. Half a star, no IDES, IDES.
Yes.
What was happening most of the time and was not interesting at all, people just dying randomly. No, they weren't dying randomly.
No. You're wrong.
You're wrong. Half a star, nasty ass.
Nasty ass.
This shit is genuinely one of my least favorite films of all time. I don't give a fuck. I'd rather watch Wuthering Heights.
Oh, okay.
I haven't seen Wuthering Heights, so I can't
either.
judge it on that. Half a star, favorite characters, none.
None. There's so many characters in it.
There's 12.
There's
Not including the Norwegians.
That's true. 12 characters and you like none of them.
Favorite characters, none. Favorite lines, none. Favorite scenes, none. Reason for rating, so damn bored. Watch again? No. Additional notes, I am so bored by this movie. I don't get what everyone likes here. This ain't for me, but damn it, I will make it through. I have not enjoyed a single second / Raroa Panthera watch along.
Okay.
I screenshotted this because one, that's insane.
That is wild.
And number two, this person's username is Spit on Me Mommy. So
All right. Sounds good.
Great. That's how you become a thing, though. So
yeah, that's true. They are the thing.
Half a star. Not giving it a half a star because it was bad, but I am giving it a half a star because MacReady looks like JD Vance.
Oh.
Which is wild.
Wait, what?
To compare handsome man Kurt Russell to couch fucker JD Vance.
Why? Because he's white and has a beard?
Yeah, I think so. No, he doesn't. No.
MacReady has majestic hair.
Jade, put up an image here of JD
don't.
Vance.
Absolutely. He will not be doing
Yeah,
that.
I know he won't. And don't do it.
Oh, yeah. Ew.
Yeah, I know. Disgusting, right? Half a star, worst fucking film ever. Watching this film sparked a deep hatred inside of me, and my eyes and ears bled while viewing this film. Now that I have watched this, I have lost all ambition in life due to the absolute mind-numbing boringness created in my neuron cells by this film. I am now going to goon. Sincerely, King of Pranks 34. I think this is a joke one.
Don't blame your shitty life on the thing. That's your fault.
I do think this is a joke one just because sincerely King of Pranks 34 and who unironically says I am now going to goon.
Hey, I don't know, man.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
don't hang out with those people.
There's a whole culture of gooners, I guess. If you don't know what gooning is, don't look it up. Half a star, at least it wasn't the worst thriller. It was too unrealistically slimy / gross. It's about a fucking alien. What
It is, yeah.
I'm sorry. Maybe worse than the Terrifier Christmas movie on those parts.
Fuck you. Fuck this person.
Yeah, see, now you're getting angry
Hold
like
on.
I did. Spoiler, I only like the part where they started using their brains towards the end. This is another case of the characters were way too dumb for me to enjoy what happened because of their decisions.
What does that mean? I want to see this person in a fucking high stakes situation.
Well, we've talked before about like people just throw out the word plot holes whenever they don't like a movie. So they just say there's plot holes everywhere. I feel like whenever people don't like a horror film, they just throw out characters do dumb stuff. Like some horror films, yes, characters do dumb things, but not every horror film is like that. Yeah. Certainly not The Thing.
Well, and even then, it's like, I can't even think of anything that they did that I was like, that's kind of silly, or I'm trying to think back.
Not really.
No.
The only thing that I can think of is when Windows wipes the scalpel on his pants to clean it.
That was
like,
crazy.
That's not going to clean that.
I was thinking that too. But I guess the only thing I think I said in this one was that Knowles, he just didn't say anything to MacReady. And exactly. Because I'm like, I would have said something, and I feel like Knowles would have been like, yo, MacReady, but
Whatever.
That, I mean, like I said, we wouldn't have the ending that we had if he would have done that.
Half a star. Bro, worst goddamn movie I've ever seen. The effects are absolutely atrocious, and the plot is recycled drivel. Recycled from what?
What the?
What other movie do you... I mean, it has a similar structure to Alien, but, like, it's not derivative of Alien.
No.
I don't understand how this movie is as popular as it is. Actors, terrible. Which, no. I know you kind of made the case for Richard Mansour, but, like, I feel like he was doing exactly what he needed to do.
And like I said, he does get better towards the end when they're kind of like, when he's like, fuck you. I'll stab you.
Actors, terrible. Every single one of them, just some no-name assholes. Excuse me, in a movie with Kurt Russell, like, Keith David, Wilford Brimley, like, Richard Mansour, like, these are names.
They are names.
Maybe you don't know them, but they are famous people. Every man who likes this movie are just performative males, and women fans don't exist. So you don't exist, Nikki.
What?
Like I thought you are a thing.
When we watch this back, I'm just not here and you're talking to yourself.
I'm just talking to myself. Yeah, Cody, I like the thing. Good point, Cody. Terrible 1 star, which is interesting because he actually rated it a half a star, so I don't know what the fuck he's thinking.
That idiot.
Yeah, again, shit like that pisses me off. Half a star, I prefer Guillermo del Toro's At the Mountain of Madness, which is crazy because that movie was never made.
Oh, I was going to say, like, I don't even heard of that before.
Yeah, like, he wanted to make it, but then Prometheus came out and it shared too many similarities to that story.
Oh, we did talk about this, yeah.
So he decided against making it, so. But that's wild. I mean, this, like, The Thing and At the Mountains of Madness share a lot of commonalities, but, like, to be like, man, this unmade movie is so much better than this actual made movie.
I love Guillermo del Toro, too.
I mean, me too. He's one of my favorite directors.
We're doing a month of him later.
I know. It's going to be so exciting. Half a star, they ripped off Marvel on this and was high-key one of the most boring and unoriginal horror movies out there. 0.5 out of 10. TS sucked.
Okay,
Damn.
So what do they mean by ripped off Marvel?
So that confused me too because it was just like, there is no Marvel movie out there that is like this. But what I think this person is thinking is the Thing from Fantastic Four, the character. Like, I think he's just like,
are they joking?
Man, maybe.
I hope so.
I don't know.
Because that's not the same.
I can't tell anymore. I
can't
tell anymore.
We're too old.
Am I a thing? No.
I think we're too old to tell now.
Okay, and then my last one, and buckle yourself in. This is a wild ride.
Okay.
Half a star. Why does everyone feel the need to remake these classic films? Should have been left to John Carpenter. John Carpenter knows how to make movies. Not this other guy. Should have left The Thing in 1982. The Thing, smiley emoji. Okay, here we go. Which one was this thing? ? What? Everyone on the movie is Leuk acting a 10 on the acting on the movie is like a 10 of 10. A bit of a downer. Really 6. Hope this doesn't affect my weekend. Trip to Antarctica. Shocked emoji. 2 of them. McGreedy. More like McGriddle B3C. Imagine a Big Mac, but the bun is a pancake and the hamburger is a sausage. It's got syrup. I like mine with good has and brownness. Keep in mind, I didn't translate this. I have several VPNs. I can download anything with my magic computer, like ooh emoji. Have you got a movie trivia? Have you got a movie cinema trivia? Send me your email. I will mail you free items in the mail to your email. I already have your email. Just tell me, ooh emoji. I can be trusted with your email. So that's a fucking wild.
And no, everyone, Cody did not just have a stroke on
No,
air.
when I was reading this, I thought I was, but no, that's how it's written.
I think that person had a stroke while writing that.
I think so. I think this was a bot.
I am so confused.
Because first you think that they're talking about, like, oh, this movie sucks because it's remaking The Thing from Another World.
But then it said that
But
John
then it's just
Carpenter.
like, it should have been left to John Carpenter. It's like, oh, is this person thinking of the prequel thing?
Yes.
And they just got the two mixed up?
And then it just went off the
rails.
rails.
And then it just fucking flies off the rails.
Like,
literally, like, that's how it's written.
That is so crazy. I hope that person's okay.
I hope so, too. Anyway, I screenshotted that because I was like, that's fucking wild.
Yeah, I think they had a medical emergency during
I think they were being taken over by a thing during it.
I think so. It was the thing trying to write a review for this movie.
Not understanding cinema or anything.
It's like, yeah, this movie sucks. John Carpenter's cool, though. It's like, what?
Oh, my goodness. Anyway, that was the episode.
We hope you liked it.
We hope so, too. Who knows how long this is going to be with, a lot of things cut out.
Yeah. So. Sorry, Jade.
Because right now we're running at 3 hours and 36 minutes, so...
I would probably say it's probably like 3:20.
Probably, with everything cut out.
Yeah.
But anyway, thank you guys for listening. Please follow us on Spotify. Give us a rating. Comment down below what you think of us. If you're watching on YouTube, please hit the like button, subscribe, hit notification, all the YouTuber stuff. Hit notifications. Subscribe to our Patreon so we can play Among Us.
Yeah, we need to make a Patreon.
At some point.
That would be fun.
When we can make that feasible.
Yeah, dude. It's busy.
Yeah, it is.
One day.
One day it will come. But anyway, yeah, subscribe, comment down below. What do you guys think of the thing? Do you love it? Do you hate it? What do you think? What's your interpretation of the ending?
Yeah, who was the thing at
the end? Who was the thing?
Let us know.
Yeah, let us know. And follow us on our socials on Facebook and Instagram. Mm-hmm. Keep update with everything that's going on. And next week, we're going to continue on with 12 Angry Men. I do want to give a little warning to people. So there are 2 movies called 12 Angry Men. The one we'll be talking about next week is the 1957 one with Henry Fonda. If you guys turn on the movie and it's in color and not black and white, you're watching the wrong one.
Okay, it's not. Okay, I needed that too, you guys.
Because I don't want us to come in and it's just like I'm praising Henry Fonda and you're just like, but it's William C. Scott in this movie.
I would have been like, what the hell are you talking about?
We would have had another situation of like Bring Her Back in Weapons where we're talking about 2 different movies.
Yeah, we had to do a trivia night that night. That was fun though.
It was fun. We got to do another one at some point.
I like how we brought that up a lot and no one has heard it.
No, because we haven't released it yet.
Yeah,
so.
That'll be like a year from now. I'll be like, sorry.
Yeah, fair. But yeah, stay tuned because that's going to be a very fun one.
Yes, I'm excited. I've never seen it before. So.
Oh, I'm very curious of what you'll think. So it's very different from the 2 movies we just talked about. So.
Yeah, these because I think this one and then Memento are the only ones I haven't seen out of your top 5. So
what I'll say for Memento is the earliest that you can watch it, try to watch it. Give yourself a little bit of time to digest it, and then try to watch it again.
Oh, I should watch it twice.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot to it that we will talk about.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah, stay tuned for that. In the meantime, stay crispy.
Like so many of these
Like
bodies.
so many of these things.
The things were crisp.
I would buy crab-like things.
If
they want to turn me, that is.
Stay crabby.
Stay crabby, crispy, and stay spooked. All right, we'll see you guys next week. Thank you for listening, and bye.